That's the one thing I forgot to do. What's this, 54? Yes. My vision's getting clearer.
I'm on that mission, I've been missing, getting nearer. Closer to the source, I felt that lost in times is iller. The sign I could give up, now it's lines that I deliver. Timeless, writing this thriller mind is twice in the mirror, divided, reminded. Every single time I close my eyelids, I've been tired. There's no sleep for the wicked on my side.
It's 55.
Turn a blind, turn a blind, and turn a line, and did the mile, did the now, turn a dark, and turn around, we in it now. Build a fire to the side, what's it about? Answer to the
Questions I had doubt.
Try keep me in without an hour, I be
Out of it. I'll be out of it. To the I'll be
try keep me in without an hour, I be out of it. Try keep me in without an hour, I be out.
Oh boy. Yo. Welcome back to the number one podcast in the Inland Empire. Welcome back to the 20th podcast in the Inland Empire. You understand me? It's the Rambling Rowgh Show. Back again, of course. You know what I'm saying? Your host with the most. Bro host with the firest flows. NW. In the house, in the building. We here, man. And we here for another week of rambling. You know what I'm saying? The show continues on. We here to speak to y'all about our weeks. We here to speak about, other things, you know what I'm saying? UFC topics. Other shit that's just been going on. And we see how y'all feel, man. We here though. We here for the people. Thank you for watching. Of course, I'm your host, Rambling Rowgh. And like the man say, NW, we are here for some topics. It's kind of a slow Saturday. In reference to a lot of the other Saturdays that have come and gone. And the Saturdays that are to come. A lot of hype in the sports world. There's a lot of hype in just kind of, just a whole bunch of aspects of life. You got, of course, I don't want to say I stand with anyone, but I do want to say my heart goes out to anybody who's experiencing war or any sort of, invasion. Anybody in the world. There's a lot of people going through, different sorts of struggles and strifes with entire governments. You got the man's foot on your neck. Big love. Keep your head up. And not even the man, I mean, shit. I wonder how the numbers would look if you looked at all these inner cities with drill scenes. All these cities with kids glorifying killing other kids. I wonder if you took all those numbers together, how they'd compare to some of these war zones. I'm sorry.
And this music though, I don't even know I don't even think it starts with drill. Like it started so long ago though. Like there's been constant music of just just killing your ops, man. Maybe not saying the name, maybe not claiming the exact details, but still, like if you listen to like the Bobby Shmurda Hot Nigga, like if you actually listen to the song, it's just talking about, I got my mans over here, a real killer, and all this stuff, and talking about going to the block, this and that. And I was just like listening to it. I was like 2014. Just really makes you think like, damn, this shit just changed in the music, but they still just kind of killing. It's a sad world.
Well, it is. Oh shit! I turned my mic up. Well, it is what it is. like I say, I like to see the positive in things. These young men that are out here doing these, the drills or whatever you call it, active in that way. Man, these are the warriors. When I say that, I mean, if they weren't doing this, these would be great soldiers. That's what I see. The pride in what you represent, the willingness to lay it all down, the love that you show to your brothers that fall. Oh, you would have been a great soldier. You are a soldier. It's just the war is small in air quotes. But how big is the war even when you take it to something overseas? It's not big to you. The experiences are. That's why a lot of guys come back with that PTSD. It's why a lot of these kids got it too. That's why they can't quite adjust when they get into situations. You look at like the New York drill scene. You got the K Flock. This guy's entire debuting mixtape, from not rapping at all to rapping now, his entire debut mixtape is about smoking on his ops and talking about his dead homies.
Not too far off from the other scenes in the world, like even in LA. I mean, dead ops, Chicago, dead ops, your dead homies. It's just a cycle, and it's like kind of what I'm saying. It's like it's through America. Like it's not like the drill scene really is, or I don't even know if it's the drill scene, just the gangster rap. Like it's just gone more like devilish, demonish.
Well, I think what you're saying is more so it's been through our history.
Yeah,
in America,
it's been through the history, but in recent times, the last like 2 years, it's just gotten way more.
Well, it's gotten clouded. There's a lot more to gain now from dissing your dead ops, and you could say pivotal albums like "Finally Rich" by Chief Keef. I mean, these set the stage. Like, here's a guy who was a young guy, and he came up off of the most evil shit, so we could do it too. And it's set a whole wave. I mean, that album is now 10 years old. Came out in 2012. Salute to Chief Keef. He's still making music, still rocking. I fuck with his Phonum album. But you look at Chief Keef now, and it's like Chief Keef because he's gotten away from the violence, and because he's gotten away from what made him, quote unquote. That now makes people look at him like, well, we respect him, but we're not gonna say nothing out his name, like at least regular rappers or whatever. But it's not that same feverish. I mean, Lil Durk just dropped his 7220 album, expected to do roughly 150,000, just under 150,000. I think it was 122 to 150. Or I believe, actually, the numbers came out, actually.
Yeah, it's 170.
170.
He got 170 on the album.
Wow.
First week sales.
Salute to Durk.
Salute to Durk, yeah.
For dissing his dead homies.
Well, it's not all about that.
Or dead ops, excuse me.
It's not all about that, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? I have previous...
a lot of it is about love.
I have
for
previous times with Lil Durk's music, it's discography. So neighborhood.
Man, what experience do you have with the 7220 album?
I have none.
Don't tell me about your experience
but
with all this. Don't tell me about your experience with all his other albums. And tell me about his actual recent shit.
I could tell you that Lil Durk is not the type of dude just to be talking about dead homies and his ops now and all of that.
Well, he does on the singles that he'll put out. Like the couple songs that he got with Pooh Shiesty, the Back in Blood, and then there's the Trackhawks and the other Trackhawks and whatever. It's like Trackhawks and Jeeps or something like that. And he's talking about, I mean, I was watching an Academics video. That's where all that stuff comes from, by the way. Salute to Academics. But I'm watching Academics video. He's breaking down. What's up, Bernie? Big Bernie in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm just watching Academics video, and he's breaking it down to how Durk basically just dissed a couple of dudes that's still on the block. Like, I won't say their names, but it's a couple of FBG dudes. And it's just like, because I won't say the names because I don't remember. But it's just like, I don't know. You look at that, you got millions of dollars and all this stuff, and why are you doing it? You know, the same thing could be asked of a Conor McGregor when you look at like the UFC. Why the hell are you on Twitter, talking about, I hate you, bro. I hope something bad happens to you. Like, what the hell is that? Literally just dissing your ops. Well, it actually rises your stock up. As we've seen, this is where it gets deep. Of course, we've seen this with 6ix9ine, but who else did we see this famously, especially in this country? Oh, come on, the president, Donnie Trump, man. Say whatever you want about him, but the dude used the criticism, used it as fuel, maybe to some detriment, claiming still that the presidency is still his, which is, I don't really know if I could call that a stupid claim, man. You know why I can't call that a stupid claim? Because didn't Hillary say the same shit?
I don't think Hillary said that.
Well, didn't they say that the Russians colluded so that he could win?
Yeah, but I was seeing something about, I mean, I don't know. There was just a lot at the time. There was like a lot of Democrat like ads and shit. They're pretty bad. Like, just in bad as in corny. Like they just didn't look good. Democrats singing stuff like that.
Well, to keep it on the topic, did they state that Donald Trump got help from the Russians?
I'm not sure.
I remember that in the media.
No, the media definitely was.
The media was pushing it. And I'm just saying, okay, yeah, I can't remember if Hillary herself actually said the Russian thing. But my thing is, every time somebody gets elected, there's always this, because it's literally half the country that's split into one person. There's always this whole thing about, oh, well, I won. And maybe the president, you know, some certain losers, all the other losers don't take it like Trump, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think any, known to date, I can remember. As far as I can remember, I don't remember any president nominees that didn't get it.
But certainly their followers did. You did have Buck Obama. You did have fuck Bush. It was fuck Bush for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And in that definitely is, that's not my president. And in that is, I'm just trying to say, Trump weaponized the feelings. And, you know, you could look at that and even say, okay, well, he started this insurrection at the Capitol. Granted, thank God nobody was at least in the Congress or in the congressional standings, nothing like that. Nobody in those buildings were hurt. And it seems to me the only deaths were on the protesters' side. So that's not a good thing, but it's a thing of, well, at least people who were trying to protect and serve weren't murdered or killed. At least not to my knowledge. But the point I'm trying to make is, you put all that to the side. Yeah, man. There's something about that weaponizing the your community. I mean, not weaponizing your community, but weaponizing the feelings. Like, and you could use that weapon for many things. Like, you don't have to necessarily use it for like evil, or even just what you would consider evil. You could use it for many things. It just gets deep where you then take it back to rap. And is it evil for Dirk to still be rapping about people from his hood on his block? He's also apparently saying, yo, you talked about your mans up on a song, huh? But then you left him in the jail. That shit is dumb as fuck. That's what he said on that track on song. Apparently that's a shot against G Herb. Or G Herbo. Lil Herb, formerly known. When he was on the block.
G Herbo. His man's G Herbo?
Apparently, I just learned this. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be speaking way out of my ass, but we just rambling. G Herbo's not even part of his game, bro. apparently
Yeah, no, okay, yeah,
they're
okay,
not part of
okay.
the same gang, and G Herbo has.
But I thought they
Well,
were,
yeah.
but not. But okay, forget the same gang part, right? These niggas got whole. I think they got tapes together, like.
But the point is like when you look
Like,
up,
they
and
cool.
then- and
Like,
we
I
talk, and we talking about the king of Chicago, and we talking about niggas who's really putting on for their hood, and we talking about shit like, and just kind of in the whole reference. Plus, G Herbo's not on that album, and then G Herbo is rapping with K Flock, which then you have to look at that and say, I mean, you kind of became a rap nigga, similar to Sosa. Yeah, we know what you used to do. And I'm not trying to say you should be doing this, G Herbo. I'm not trying to say you should be doing this. Let me be clear. You should be trying to get out the hood. You should be striving to move yourself upward. But it has switched the narrative. People are not looking at you like that demon. Swerve.
But how you,
Swervo.
bro? How you? So how you looking at Dirk as the demon? He's just rapping about it.
Because I just seen recent photo and video of the nigga with blonde fucking dreads shooting up a place. The nigga was inside of a courtroom very recently with Vaughn for another case, or it was that case.
It was a video of him and Vaughn.
$1 million in the table, 80 niggas behind him.
Man,
Not a person touches the money.
this just shows.
All love and respect.
This is show. It's a show. It's to show you like, yeah.
Well, we
I
don't
got-
see that show from G Herbo.
bruh.
We don't.
G Herbo, but okay. The thing is, G Herbo, yeah, he's just not as popping right now as Lil Durk. Lil Durk he had a fire 2021, went off the rails with the features and whatnot, killing it. You know what I'm saying? So he's been popping off. G Herbo, he gotta lock in with the K Flocks and stuff like that, because that's his bag right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just cool and he's chilling. He's waiting for his moment, or another spark moment.
He made a really big song with K Flock. The song that he made with K Flock, but K carried it. I ain't
even
gonna lie.
the song
That
with,
song with K Flock is fire because of K Flock.
but even the
'cause
song with Duke.
And I'll tell you why is because when K Flock talking about, he's just literally talking about niggas who if you watch, if the one tape, right? If you watch videos from the one tape, so if you watch I believe it's the Op Spotter video. If you watch that video, niggas, like 3 niggas that's in the video are dead. Something like that. And you can watch Traplo Ross and he can fill you in on all that. But the point is, then he starts rapping about it on Being Honest. He raps about the 13-year-old kid, his man. He raps about like these other dudes like that he was cool with. Like, that's my
Okay,
man.
so is it? It's kind of sick.
It's
so,
very sad, but it's
so,
like it's
so,
real, it's deep.
You
It
just
cuts
you just
deeper.
want that realism.
It's
But
not that I want it. It's not that I want it,
it's
but you
just-
have to also say that that's what the market wants. It's not that I want it personally,
Bro,
but
you
that's
got
what the market wants,
but
and that's
see,
evident.
But then you got Kodak though. Like, he's not out here just.
But he's also out here telling Jack Boy you can't come back to your city. And have I seen Jack Boy in anywhere that looks like Broward County? No. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
the
but
exact same thing.
that's not.
He made us literal song. We could have been super. What are you?
But
Nigel,
I'm just
that's
saying,
no,
like,
wait. He
you
made
tell-
a
you
song,
talk-
Super Gremlin, that you now say you rocking with. You say you rocking with that song, right?
I'm rocking with the song. The song's cool. The song's lit.
It's about we could have been superstars, you know, jacking cars, but now it's not safe for you. You switch like what do you do? That's the same shit. He's telling them the same shit on a hit song. It's the same thing but bigger.
But he's not talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, killing his dead. Well, he actually is. Yeah, he does say it.
He's alluding more to it. He's not even directly saying it. He's just, no, it's not safe for you. I don't really think not safe for you means I'm gonna embrace you and hug you and we gonna just dap it up. I think it's not safe for you, as in your life. So is that evil?
I don't think it's evil
Because they have a conflict.
and as far as I know, there's nothing like there's no rap sheet of dead bodies, right? Because
Of like family members and whatnot. That's true.
yeah, like because the thing that's different with these like other rappers, like you got the K Flocks, the drill, New York drill music, you got or the Jacksonville drill music, all them like they're literally are dead people tied to what they're saying, like.
And they rap
Stacks.
about if you with somebody too, we getting them too.
So it's like, see, like that's what I'm talking about, right? Like Kodak, like he raps about it, but he's not like that. It's not deep. That like it's not that dark. Like that is some dark shit. Like, but it does hit your soul more. It does attract you to the music more. It's unfortunate because we got the Who I Smoke. That might be played in the club. Like,
Nah, they ban a lot of those songs in clubs.
which is okay.
They ban a lot of those songs.
Which
A
makes
lot of drill
sense
songs.
because that's, like, it's sad to say, but
I don't know if
that's
it's all clubs, but I did see there was a viral video of all the Jacksonville rappers in their city in a poppin' ass club. No, we will not play these niggas. Like, we are not playing. We're not entertaining this shit. We're trying to have a good time. It's a ban list.
That's honestly good because niggas gonna sing it though. Like if you play it, niggas gonna do the whole thing. So it's just like, yeah, man. It's just, yeah, that's actually good that the clubs are doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? Spreading good music, positive vibes for the most part.
And you
But
don't.
yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you.
No,
I'm sorry.
no,
Go.
No, go ahead.
But you don't even need it. Because you get a few drinks going. You get some people in a room. You get some women's there. People going to start moving, start vibrating, start dancing. They're going to start doing what they want to do. Like, you don't need this energy. But where it is needed is the keyboard warrior. Oh boy, under all these dudes Instagrams talking about you ain't slide, getting 700 comments or likes on their comment. It's literally because of the internet. Shout out to Childish Gambino. It's no. But and when you say, oh well, it's been the past 2 years, like this has been, well, it's because of the internet. It literally is. They put these people in the house where they had nothing but the internet, and then it's about, well, I got more followers. Oh, well, you a rap nigga. Oh, well, I'm actually about it. Oh, well, we all rap, and we all do the exact same thing. We even dance the same. In the case of these New York dudes, I mean, you just look at, there's so much talent. Like, so much talent. Like, when you look at K-Flock and then D-Thing, just the two head dudes. And then you don't even look at all these other cats. The Dougie B, what's the other dude? He just put out his first day out. He was on the Talk Fact song. T-Dot. You look at just all these cats. So much talent. So much. Just so much.
You just kind of wish they just could just be like, you know what? But it's okay. See, that's the thing. It's hard to just reconcile and be like, you know what? Once there's been killings and stuff. But at the end of the day, it would just be better probably for them and their careers if they just squashed it. It all came together and made some popping ass shit.
Well, that'll never happen. And
yeah,
we're really literally smoking on your homie. We're going to his gravesite. We're being disrespectful. We're stomping on it. We're tagging it. I knew this dude. I smoked with this dude every day. Like, I used to chill with this dude. You know what I'm saying? It just gets deep. But
honestly, I just want to just say that this might be a little too random, but yeah, pray for young Ace.
Why?
Ace.
Why pray for Young Ace?
Nah, just after watching the Trap Lord Ross video, just him being in the shootout and seeing his two friends die in front of him, just like that shit is just.
Three friends
die in front of him on one of his friends' birthday. It's just sad, man. That's just sick. And then you got a dude on Instagram talking about it. Thing just crazy.
And then you even just have news report and just like your whole lifestyle and everything you are reduced to a 1.5 hour video that somebody made in their house across the world. It kind of, that perspective of it, I would hope it would just make you see this is so small. It's so small. Like, they could literally deduce and get our whole language, our whole lingo, our whole lifestyle, everything we do. the places where these people died, all this information, because we put it out there, number one. But number two, they can even deduce it and reduce it to just an hour and a half video. And when you look at the moments, I mean, to kill somebody just takes about a minute with a gun. Like, not even a minute. It's just, I mean, literally just seconds. So it's so small. Whereas all that time you put into rap, or all that time you put into, it's like, I would hope it gives them a different perspective on it. To not even come together and do the kumbaya, but at least, in the case of some of these Chicago rappers, move out, keep making hits, eat forever. You're not maybe eating like year one, because year one it was different. It was new, but now, bruh, yeah, like
yeah. Like you said, you got the G keys, you got the Polo G's. They got out. Polo G's talking about he's thinking about going back to Chirac. He says that's what he tweeted out. Hey, that's for the fans, but he may come back. I don't know, but yeah, man, it's good to get out, man, and then see what life got to offer.
I really hope he doesn't do that. Just because, bro, every time I see Polo G, I don't even listen to bro, but he's just always looking fly, always just really iced out, just cool looking dude. But then at the same time, it really looks like whoever listens to his music, they fuck with nigga, or they fuck with bro, cause I mean, it looks like he's got a big ass chain and shit. He just looks like he's doing well for himself in rap, and he also has one of those lanes, the sing-songy lanes that can go for a long time. It's not like that drill shit where when I look at that, I look at it like, bro, how long can you really do this at this level? Some of these guys actually prove they can do it for a long time, but I think there's just it becomes stale faster. But I think there are classics that can come out of those sing-songy songs. That there are classics that can come out of the drill scene as well, but I think those classics live in a different space where they can be played in the club, where they can be played in different settings and situations that keep them alive for a lot longer. Like, I don't know how long people are gonna always want to be listening to killing another guy. Like, we're gonna maybe look. I think we're gonna look at this phase of things. It's gonna calm down, I hope, and I think we're gonna look at this phase of things in rap as just like a dark period where that was really hot, just like how other things were really hot. Like conscious rap has shifted into gear. Then you at a time where usually the weird shit is to take LSD and all this other stuff, but that was what was popping. Like, it was literally getting you millions of views, and you could be out here touring and doing multiple songs about the same thing. And so I just think it's just it's just one of those factors of rap. It just, these things shift in. Another thing that shifts in is like if you look at like Crip Mac on Hood. He's an interesting character, right?
Okay.
And if you go to his YouTube, you should go to his YouTube page, man. Let's go to his YouTube page. It's what do I want to say? There's a lot of things to say. You could easily judge it. You could easily, and you know what? I'll just say this. I'm judgmental of Crip Mac. I do want him to do, I don't want him to burn out. I don't want him to just kind of like have been used in just another one of these stories of like the music industry and the entertainment industry just taking somebody that's real, quote unquote, or authentic, let's say authentic, somebody who's authentically from where they're from and totally represents that, and just squeezes them out like a sponge, man. This happens. So, but you look at his YouTube, it's consistent uploads. Here, I want to show one of these, at least one of these, because the feeling I just can't really quite capture the feeling I get from it. Okay, Crip Mac orders 15 tacos from Taco Truck and gifts a customer $100.
Yes. Let me get a.
He helps out his community. He does that.
Yeah, we salute Crip Mac, man. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he's doing good for himself and for his people. Salute to Crip Mac. 15 tacos.
But you know,
tips for the homeless, whatever. Yes. Oh, let's move right. Oh, got it. All right.
He's eccentric.
he's eccentric, but is he
quite the personality.
is he
He's great, man. I like Crip Mac. I like that. You know what I'm saying, the character he is, man. He's a great dude.
no disrespect to Crip Mac.
All heart.
No disrespect to Crip Mac, but my thing when I see him sometimes I think is his mind all the way there mentally, you know, just the way even when he talks he replaces nearly everything with the 5, and with he doesn't say H's, he'll add an HK to whatever he says because he's a Hoover killer, and it just goes so far.
I mean,
you gotta look at it and go, there's a little bit of autism there.
Nah,
there's a little bit of autism there. And I'm not trying to say that like, I'm saying like he's so laser focused on this, so laser focused on it. It's not I would say Asperger's. It's a little bit of that. It's just like
he's institutionalized, man. That's what it is. Like you know what I'm saying, he's institutionalized with the hood and the lingo. So he was grown up in it, and now like that's all he knows, like how to speak. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure if you like sat him down and got him to, you know, maybe like study or something for like a few months, I'm sure he'll be all right.
Yes, I think so too.
So like, yeah, I just feel like it's more of his just environment where he's come from, how other people around him talk. It's just like he's just picked up the lingo, and that's just okay. This is how I'm going to speak.
Yes, but my thing is I don't know.
But that's off what I'm just seeing off of this one video.
How many gangsters have learning deficiencies? And how many of them will talk about it? You understand me? Like, I'm just, like, man, just Nigel. I don't know. Yes, the institutionalization. Yes, he's institutionalized. You can't disregard that. You're right on that. But to the level where you're just like, even just to associate your identity. I just want to know what a psychologist would think about some of these flamed out, as they say, flamed out dudes. You know, they get all the tats everywhere, and it's like, on the head, I get it. On the head where maybe you could grow some hair. You know what I'm saying? There's that degree. Right on your forehead or anywhere on the face, it's just an increasing degree. It's just what would they say about that? Because it's common enough where, you know, people tattooing their face is not very common. But in this culture, it is common enough that you see it so much. What would a psychologist say about a person who's doing that? It's like the focus you would need to have. Because I bring it back to the spectrum, you know, because it's like when I think of Asperger's, I think of dead, just intimate focus with topics only interesting to that person. And when I say intimate, I mean like we're to the point where you look at them like, okay, like, hey, like, you know, there's more to life, but they don't it's like the blinders are on it's not like, hey, I'm really into sports, or hey, I'm really into, so I'm just gonna wear a jersey and I'm gonna in certain conversations, but no, in every conversation, in every instance, in every utterance of my being, I am this HK. It's the fives, it's the C's for everything. It's like it's just a lot, bro. It's just a lot. And even when you hear other Crips, like just other dudes that are very tapped in, they don't talk like that forever. Like they don't talk like that for every single. They say B's, like they'll say but, they won't say cut. Like that's just like fam. Like
I mean,
it's just a lot.
I don't know if he could be on the spectrum, but I'm just saying is that he just may be just like so inbred. Like he was just so inbred, and like he's literally like he's baked in, like, you know what I'm saying, in the flour. He's like the chicken baked in the flour. So he's just that's all he's gonna speak to. And he's been in and out of jail and stuff like that. So that also affects you, with your mental stuff like that, because there's politics there. So yeah, I mean,
that are so different from the free world.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure he's even picked it up from them, but I mean, yeah, he just takes it this far because that's. I wouldn't say it's.
But either way, you look at it though, from either institutionalization or maybe some sort of mental health thing, you're vulnerable in the entertainment industry, in the music industry, because these worlds don't operate, number one, with sympathy to anyone, particularly to sympathy with people who cannot properly perceive the world in front of, in the sense of, if you're institutionalized, you kind of come into life, a lot of life situations, as an institutionalized person. That has so many shades. Like, even Crip Mac even just put out a video talking about, Crip Mac going to DMV to handle his DMV business. It's like, that is regular everyday stuff, but when you're so into that life, no, you're not. It's an event for you to go to the DMV. I'm going to show you this video. And the point is like, what I'm trying to say is like, okay, that's cool and that's, yeah, great, you're doing your thing, but I'm saying he's so tapped into that Crip life, that living off, it's basically a life of living off the grid. It's living off of, whatever you can come up off of. I mean, when Crip Mac even talks about it, he says, before I was getting on, what I was trying to do was just get $500 a day and be good. I don't know how he would do that. But I'm saying you don't have your quote unquote DMV business correct, but you're talking about $500 a day. I think we can then assume that, well, I don't want to put any like that, but maybe Crip Mac was hustling and getting to it. Let's just say that, right? So I'm just saying, what I'm saying is that thinking does make you vulnerable when you come to try to get into the tens of thousands or even the hundreds of thousands through this entertainment shit. It does, man. And he's putting out a lot of content, which I think is smart. I would hope that this frequency keeps up. And I would hope that through it, too, he also becomes a curator. Don't just let everything get posted up on your page. Because it's cool, but at a point, then it starts to decline your stuff because people get used to the Crip Mac show. And then now that's when you're going to be looking at yourself like, oh, I got to up it. I gotta do something. And that's when the clout games begin. And then you already have the whack 100. I'm talking about fucking your wife and booty and asshole and I believe, according to whack 100 from his No Jumper interview, Crip Mac also brought his kids into it. No, that's not. Not even about the gang shit. I'm just saying, why burn that bridge? Why burn a bridge with somebody that into this entertainment shit? Why? Especially in LA, like, it's not good. Like, when I see things like that, I'm like, okay, hold on, let me just search this up. But
didn't Whack 100 talk about Crip Mac, talking about he's a snitch and something of that light?
It's an entire history, but basically Whack 100, all he did was just post that Crip Mac was in jail and that he was trying to get his parole information so that he could get him out. But he posted his information. He posted it online, said that if anybody had any information, call me. We'll get our people on it. He got the call, but then the call came back to say that his bail had a hold on it. So that's what he learns. According to WAC 100 from his No Jumper interview again, he says that's where he puts his hands up and says, okay. Come to find out later that now he's saying all this stuff about, well, why'd you put my information out? And da-da-da-da-da. And he took it further to you and say, I'll fuck your wife, Custer, and in her booty and asshole.
Oh,
And,
okay.
It's just disrespectful. And it's just like,
I
and then also according to WAC, and I don't know anything about this life. I'm really kind of speaking out of turn here, but you know, we just rambling. The DP situation that happened to Crip Mac, at least according to some of the people that were there from WAC, who's very tapped in, he said, yo, we weren't even gonna handle it like that. Like, he just kind of came. We was gonna literally just talk about it or whatever, chop it up, and just kind of just clear it, and then it was gonna be done. But then he just got antsy and started taking off. So we also, you know, then it initiate, and that's how Crip Mac tells it even, but not quite like that. He says they were all chattering, and I said, fuck it, we're not gonna waste no time. Let's just get to it. When he tells it like that, it has that more so heroic kind of vibe that like, yeah, that gangster heroic, like, yeah, I'm just trying to get my DP in. And if you don't know, DP is like discipline in their world, where if you do something wrong, Crip Mac apparently had a video on Facebook where he was dissing the hood that he's from now. This was from 10 plus years ago, I believe, in the jerking era. And he was going through a lot of things and moving from one place to another, I believe from Houston to back in California. And through this time, he dissed his hood that he represents now. Pretty much all Crips, or something to that effect. But the point is number one, he always wanted to gangbang, which is an inherent thing. It's like he had a focus on it from a young age, because it's not even the one gang. It's like I just told you, at an earlier time in his life, he dissed the one gang. And he was claiming another gang, and so that video comes out, and so now that is the cause for why the OGs wanted to talk to him. But it apparently, according to WAC, wasn't even going to go down as a DP. It was just going to be, we're going to talk to you. But he got antsy and just started taking off. So the point I'm trying to make to you is just that kind of tells me Crip Mac is still very, very just unhinged. Like, he's like kind of how you would think of the Migos in the beginning of their career. How they was getting into fights at shows and stuff, and if this doesn't stop, man, they're gonna really stop the money. And then it even escalated with X. Oh man, that was so ridiculous. That man's flip flops were flopping everywhere. Ridiculous. That man got slept.
Oh yeah.
X got slept. X got slept by Migos' bodyguard. That's a classic video.
What the fuck?
And I think Crip Mac might have taken the DMV video off the net. I'm not finding it.
What the fuck? I forgot about that viral moment that XXXTentacion got knocked out on stage by like you said, the Migos manager or bodyguard. That is just vicious. That was vicious, man. That was what a time.
Nigga got jumped. They had my man's flip flops in the air. This dude was in full mount. RIPX, man. No disrespect. RIPX, man. RIPX. Everybody took L's, and X was the one to say, nigga, everybody takes L's. I took a L. It is what it is. That's how he literally was about. But this is a funny ass moment. They ran down on this guy. And that's his man just standing there next to the truck. He didn't even. You see how my man just casual?
Okay, wait.
My man was getting to it. He was getting to it.
Which one was it?
X is the dude in the sweater right there. He's on the floor right now.
Oh, okay. I was a little confused. Okay, so the person that walked up.
Okay, so this is, you see, that's X in the middle. That's his head flying right there. That's X right there. He's scrapping.
Oh, okay. Wait, and this is just the Migos guys just kind of Or is this even anything to do with the Migos?
The Migos bodyguards.
God damn. Oh my.
Apparently, Takeoff is somewhere around there. Because before this, X was on his Instagram. He's like, "Hey, come on, Takeoff, come on, Takeoff, come on!" Like he was like following him, but like X was just different, man. X was just like, cause he took it to the rap shit, and he took that unhinged. In fact, X is in a lot of ways quite similar to Crip Mac. That unhinged nature, that I'm about it at any moment, yeah, that's why he died. Fought over $500,000. Documented. I mean, he's real, but it's documented. It's documented. A scuffle ensued. It wasn't just shots immediately. No, it wasn't a drill. It was, give me that bag. And it was not, fuck nigga, you ain't getting this bag. And he got the bag. So the point I make is Crip Mac, man, either it's an institutionalization, either it's mental. Get good people around you, keep good people around you. I watched the Lupe interview. That lady, I mean, on Neighborhood, I mean, it's just wholesome. It was just a wholesome vibe, and it was just the thing you like to see. But all that just dissing people shit and all that, bro, I mean, yeah, at a point, it's on your face, so you got to live it. But at the same time, I mean, there's money to get out here, man. And it's like, you get none of that money in the ground. So I really, it's so counterintuitive at the end of the day. I mean, you then could say the same thing about the Dirk and Youngboy shit, but at least Youngboy's on house arrest, and he's got 50,000 guns around him, and
probably not. He's on house arrest.
Okay, all right.
Maybe.
You can assume that. I'm not gonna assume that. I'm gonna assume that his guys, they've got it on him, and nobody's touching him. Basically, it's not happening. Okay, this is not like Pop Smoke, who's just up in an LA Airbnb, which again, like that too. Like these raps, man, it just be one little little post. Okay, cool. Maybe you're on top of it with your post, but at the same time, just keeping your head on that swivel, and because you be dissing people, it's just too much, man. So I say it's different with Youngboy and Dirk because they're separated. They can make this music and really make some money. And then when all this cools down, still we're not cool with each other, but hey, we made some money. But Crip Mac, burning bridges. I mean, it's just different, and I don't like it.
Nah, I have high hopes for Crip Mac. I hope he does well in his ventures, but yeah, burning bridges with Whack 100, it's not a good one. Because he is definitely one of those guys you want to kind of have in your ear, talk to you through this music industry shit.
Apparently, that's what it was before. It was on Clubhouse. Okay, I got this deal coming up. Okay, I got whatever. They were talking about the Blueface fighting Crip Mac. It was money on the table. It was business. It was, hey, I don't quite know what's up. I don't know what you would call him, Unc. I don't know what you would call him, but I really don't know what he would call him. Actually, I would be quite interested in what Crip Mac, the Super Crip, calls Whack 100, this Pyru, who's on the red team. I would be very interested in that. But either way, whatever. Hold on. You know what I should have had ready? I should have had some knowledge.
The first two tattoos, he's like,
I should have some knowledge ready. Yo, Kanye and Skeet. I'm back to calling Skeet. Yeah, I'm back to, I'm a little bit flipping on this one. I'm back to calling Skeet, and it's because of this. My brother don't agree with me. He's over here siding with Skeet.
Like, he's got Kim's a lawyer, my girl's a lawyer, and the first time it was really cool, but tattoo people. And then the newest one, it's actually not a tattoo, it's a brand. Yeah.
Huh?
Brand, that thing that they do to cows and animals where they take a hot iron and they bring it onto your flesh, that kind of brand, that's what he had.
And by the way, you said that it's not big enough that you can see it. Oh, he got all these tattoos. Bruh.
Nigga,
In the
how
picture
many
where
times
he's in
is
the-
gonna take
Nah.
off his shirt and you gonna just see it? Is what I'm
He
saying.
gonna take off his shirt while he's with Kanye's wife talking about I'm with your wife.
Yes,
How many times he gonna do? He gonna do it in the most pivotal moment.
bruh. I mean, he's gonna do it then.
Disrespectful. And then you gonna have a brand.
Yo,
A brand?
are we gonna forget that this man has been calling them skeet? All this
Skeet.
shit. All this shit.
This is
for
some
months.
skeet. This is some skeet shit
for,
though.
For months.
But this is some
and,
skeet.
and then we go, and then he does the one picture in the bed with his wife, and niggas is on his head. But Kanye
has-
been on his dick. Nothing. We haven't heard shit. from Pete Davidson.
Skeet is on
And-
Kim's dick. A brand, my dude?
Okay, no. That's wild.
That's wild as
It's
hell.
wild as fuck. Like he's wilding for sure.
The thing
Like,
that
that's
they
not-
have to hold cows down and then do so that they don't lose their identity to the farmer, my guy.
Yo, man.
Yeah, all right.
It's some very unusual behavior for sure, but I mean, he's not really too. I mean, hey, man. Besides that, he's not too out of pocket. Pete Davidson's cool, man. He fired back at Kanye.
Oh yeah, it's cool. It's cool to brand yourself with your. Hey man, I'm
That's not cool. That's not cool.
That's not. So then don't. Why are you calling him cool?
That's not cool. That's not a cool thing to do. But him firing at Kanye. Besides that, it's because it's not like that's what he's trying to show Kanye. If he was trying to show Kanye that, he would have literally,
He would have literally took off his shirt and had a peace sign up so that you could see the fucking brand.
nigga, he would have put it more. You know what I'm saying? Like he would have really showed it. It was like, yo, yeah, I got a brand of your wife too. You know. But he didn't do that. It's a picture of him with Kim, you know what I'm saying? A picture of him in his wife's bed. And, we on the internet,
I don't know
people
why you're trying to back dance and
have
talk
now-
to this dude, Pete
have now
Davidson. This guy,
looked
this is
and
just
hyper-
nasty. This is just
we-
nasty.
we
With your
poke
tongue
at-
out. No, with the tongue out.
Nigga,
And
he's
then-
in bed with his wife.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know what? Let me show you Pete Davidson. I don't think you know Pete Davidson. I don't think you know Pete Davidson. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you Pete Davidson.
Like, come on, man.
This nigga is disgusting.
Bro,
This nigga is disgusting.
so
bro.
you haven't done
Nah,
you
nah, nah,
haven't
nah.
done this with
Huh?
with your cousins when you was like
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Nah, but for real though.
Let me show this to the people.
What like
You
and
nasty.
I'm pretty sure it's a photo shoot.
You a nasty man.
I'm sure it's a little photo shoot they're doing like, haha, yeah,
Pete
man.
Davidson, if you don't see here, is photoed with MGK. MGK has tidy whities with his junk very clearly visible. Pause. And Pete Davidson is being poured what looks to be popcorn into his mouth while he himself is in a pair of tidy whitey fucking boxers. It's just the two men in the room, and then an adjacent picture taken in the same session. This nigga MGK has his oh, come on, dog. This is just pause. This is pause.
Dude,
pause.
it's a weird
Pause.
photo shoot.
Pause on this whole
It's
thing.
a weird photo.
Pause.
It's a weird photo shoot. But
What in the world?
But why do we?
This is who is in the bed with Kanye. Kanye, his wife.
So
Nah, man,
yeah,
this is just-
and honestly, just because of that, that's an L on Kanye. What do you want? Like, yeah, this dude is the guy that is in Kim K's bedroom. This guy, the guy who wrote when he was on a roast, he made fun of his dad on dying of 9/11, shit like that. This guy, talk about babies and fucking them. This guy, that is this guy. So it's the L on Kanye when you really look at it. Yeah, kind of took an L. Pete Davidson is now fucking your wife, man. Or your ex-wife. So, yeah. There you go.
Pete is a fucking rat. He's a skeet. And this photo proves it. Okay,
Bro.
he's a skeet.
How?
That's skeet shit.
He's just a...
Look at this guy.
He can have
He
fun.
has skeet on his chin
No, he
from
doesn't.
MGK.
No, he doesn't.
MGK.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. All right, bro. All right, he does not have any ski on. Come on, man. Like, well, what do you think this is, man? They just over here having fun, man, like a little slumber party.
We're making a #1 podcast. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man. You know, he's just having a good time. He's just looking like he's having fun with the boys, like a little slumber party with the boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you want to sleep over tonight? All right, man. Let's sleep over, man. Play some video games. That kind of night.
Hey, man, okay.
Americans, you know?
Americans.
What's the big
That's
deal,
cute.
guys?
Let's listen to
And
Yasin,
she's like, yeah, it's
bro.
so cute.
Come
And
on.
she's talking about it like it's normal. And this is where I opened my eyes, my jaw dropped like a cartoon. Ellen looks at the camera in straight shock. Keep in mind, Ellen DeGeneres is a dyke that has reached the heights of Hollywood, right? She's seen everything. And I need to give those pieces of context because for something to leave her in a state of shock
This is facts.
is got to be something totally out there. For example, let me give you two comparisons. Let's say you've got an average.
Nah, but the point is, yeah, Kim Kardashian's out here talking about skeet.
And the thing is, if Kanye, who's let's say 41, and this is the tweet that I sent out, by the way. I said if Kanye was talking like this
skipped that time
about some
perfectly.
new girl that he has that's 13 years his junior, they'd compare him to R. Kelly and trying to start a cult. Imagine Kanye's like, yeah, you know, my new girl, she got me tatted on her like 2 times. Yeah, we've been seeing each other for a couple months. She also got me branded on her. You already know Twitter's going crazy. They're going and calling her, Kanye's trying to convince her to be in a cult. And
How do you respond?
Man, they are flaming Pete Davidson too. He's getting flamed on Twitter, man. They know people do not like his decision of him branding himself.
See, I don't like Nigel sometimes. Nigel's
it's the
funny,
truth.
man.
It's the
That
truth.
boy funny, man.
Is it not? If it's
They're
not,
flaming him,
they are flaming his shit.
as in not calling him a cultist or a person in a cult,
As in,
or they're just joking on him and saying you whipped.
nigga,
What's the tone? Because the other tone was it's gonna come with some charges and investigations. This tone comes with he's in a you're whipped. He branded us. Twitter.
nigga? I don't think if
If it's a man,
if a girl branded herself and she like pointed it out, it would just be like, oh shit, like what the fuck going on with the, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, and it's the same thing on Twitter is what I'm saying. Like on the Twitterverse, yeah, they just gonna be like, bro, what the fuck wrong with her? Like, what's she doing?
they're gonna say she's
what's
in a
wrong?
cult. They're gonna say she's on her R. Kelly. They're gonna say he's on his grooming. They're gonna say get that man, but they don't say get that woman.
How old is Pete
And-
Davidson?
He's 27.
That's a grown man.
How old is Kim? Hey Siri, how old is Kim Kardashian? 41.
Oh,
13 years.
okay. What's the big deal? What's the big
When she was 18, he was literally 5.
bro? Okay, you can look at other relationships, but it's okay. They're grown folk. He is
Right.
27 years old.
Right.
But it's still strange. I'm not saying that it's not strange. And I don't know. There could be people on the internet talking about Kim Kardashian's a cultist and shit like that. I'm sure there are.
Men are talking about it, but it's not getting that widespread social media. And like you said, Pete Davidson's getting flamed. That's already what you said. You didn't say Kim
Pete
Kardashian.
Davidson is getting flamed.
But you didn't say
Bro,
Kim
I'm
Kar-
saying,
but you
well,
didn't say
the
Kim
point
Kar- but
is
you didn't-
anyone who
but
would
you
get
didn't
a
say
brand
Kim-
on
but you didn't
themselves
say
would be
Kim-
getting flamed. Yes, they're gonna get flamed.
Right.
Like,
But
why
yeah,
are you getting
a
the
girl? So a girl comes out and says, yeah, he branded me and such. She's going to get flamed. But is that going to be the main narrative? The people who flame her, will they be insensitive? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because they could be potentially looking at a woman who's being groomed. No, that could never happen with a man, though. It's not happening here. hee hee ha ha.
The man is 27.
Right, yeah.
He's a grown man.
27-year-old woman comes out and gets
you
branded.
talking about?
Yeah, right.
It's different if it's a
If it's a woman. If it's a woman.
I would say this is grooming. If this man was like 21 years old, then I would be like, all right, that's a straight 20 straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a big difference. 21, he just kind of got in the world. He just started drinking. Way different. 27? He's a dude. Is about to be 30 years old, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, that's not the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not the same. That's not grooming. He's a grown man that makes his own decisions. Like, it's grooming when it's like, I don't know. Like, if I don't know, like if someone else did that, I don't know. You gotta, the age difference just gotta be way the nigga is 27, bro. He's about to be 30. Like, God, what the fuck are we talking about? He's getting groomed. No, he's not, man. What? No, like, no, bro. Like,
I just want to point something out funny that I seen in the chat. Crack doesn't cause autism.
oh my God. Where did that take even? What?
That came from the Crip Mag thing.
Oh.
And I don't want to put that on that man because that's a very serious thing.
That's
you
what
don't say people do drugs like that.
Thank you,
particularly when they're not about that. He says he's about his old English, and we could already just point to that. It's enough to just point to the fact that the brother literally drinks old English on the. That's another thing that's in his just script Mac. My old English. I got my Popeyes. You're not supposed to do this every day, kids. But this is my cheat meal. That's what he says on his recent video. But
that's his cheat meal.
But the old English on constant, like.
See, okay, so Crip
We
Mag,
know that drinking a lot kills your brain cells. We know that. So I'm saying we don't even need to say crack when there's that. We don't, because that shit literally deteriorates your brain. That's what it does. That's what alcohol does. That's what prolonged use of alcohol does. That's what it does. So, I mean, it's good. So yeah, I'm just saying, you don't have to. But that's a funny take though. But I wouldn't say that because again, you don't want to put crack. You don't want to put that on nobody, bro. That's serious. That's just like his sexuality being questioned. Like it's particularly for a hood dude. Like it's like the same thing. But anyway, yeah. Pete, excuse me.
Yeah.
Skeet is getting groomed, but that's okay. We don't care about the men that are getting groomed. No, it's good. It's good. No, it's good. It's good. No, it's good.
But like I told you, if he was 21, if he was 21, 18 years old, pause this, bro. Pause this. If he was 21 years old,
where my smoke at?
If this man was 21 years old, then it would be different.
You think you is?
I don't know who Skeet think he is.
Big Draco.
Nah.
Do not talk to Kanye like that no more. Or you gonna have me on your ass, nigga. What is you talking about? I'm in the bed with your wife. Boy, do not talk to Ye like that. Can't nobody talk to Ye like that but me, nigga. Watch your mouth, Skeet.
Words from the wise, King Draco.
Yeah, man, that's a great video, man. Soulja Boy is very funny, especially when he says that the only person that could talk to Kanye like that is me. That's just perfect. That's just nice, classic Soulja Boy, man. Just making his own out of this this meme going on. P. Davidson and Kanye West fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's great. He's doing his own little content with it.
As he does, man. As King Draco does. As King Draco does. You know what I'm saying? He will jump into the zeitgeist. He'll soak up whatever he can, and he'll double dutch back out. Salute to Soulja Boy, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. Did you have any more to say on the Skeet? Skeet?
Pete Davidson, Kanye, squash the beef, or don't actually no, fuck that. Just no more talking about each other, gentlemen. Just leave it in the private eye, or handle it in the private eye.
Skeet says he's done playing nice. He's not gonna be in the media taking this anymore. Ooh, and you're so fucking lucky to have this as the mother. bitch, nigga. If you don't, nah, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. You ever tell me that I'm lucky to have? That's the mother of my children. That's the mother of my children. You are so out of line,
nigga.
No, you are out of line,
nigga.
You're out of line. Don't tell me I'm lucky.
Kanye West cut his animated head off on a video, basically depicting that I will kill you. And niggas will be like, that's cool, you know, death, whatever, killing niggas, we don't care. But, when Pete Davidson sends out a text message after the bereavement Kanye has given him, now it's like, fuck Pete again. Yeah, Pete Davidson. Why is he putting this out here? This text message with Kanye West and stuff like that. And that
better watch your tone.
Like,
better watch your tone.
What are you talking about? Kanye's been coming out foul this whole time. Nigga made a whole song about the dude. Talk about he gonna beat his ass. Like, nigga. What?
Just to say, Kanye,
Right,
Kanye is not worried about the comedians and the journalists that Pete has under his little fucking
Of course he's not.
The audacity. But why would you say? But what do you mean? What else?
What do you want him to say? You want him to just bitch out? Just be like, oh yeah, sorry, Mr. Kanye. Like, nigga, what do you want him to say? Yeah, Kanye, you've been coming at my ass, all this shit. You know what? I've been trying to protect you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get these SNL writers not to write about you, make fun of you.
Pete Davidson better not call Kanye brother. He better not call Kanye brother.
He did not call him brother, man. But I'm just saying, it's just like, dude, come on, man. Leave Petey. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call him. Leave him alone, man. Just let him rock. He's with Kim.
Yeah, you rocking with that shit.
You with your new chick, Kanye. Just let it rock, man.
You rocking with that shit he was doing with NGK, huh? You like that, huh? Just
dude,
two men just getting.
They're having a good time, having a little slumber party.
Yeah,
man.
Little slumber party.
They're exploring with their bodies. What's the problem, man? It is what it is.
Oh wow, exploring with their bodies.
But I'm just saying bullshit. I'm not saying like they're not really doing that, man. This is just a photo,
bruh. Come on, this is just disrespectful.
What?
It's just disrespectful.
Honestly, it's just a photo. It's just a photo. Just Skeet. I said Skeet. Pete Davidson
Skeet
and NGK, man. They just looking like they having a little slumber party. You know what I'm saying? They just got done, finished playing the games, or maybe watching a movie.
It's also normal for Skeet to have just gotten a brand from his new chick. That's just dandy.
That's not normal.
That's regular.
That's not.
That's regular. You should just. That should just. As the father of your the man my woman spends her time with inherently will have the time my woman has with my children. They will share that time. Meaning, you want some branded motherfucker, some stinky, tongue out, goddamn lizard. This shit is it's just disrespectful. It's just disrespectful.
Right,
it's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
It is.
All right.
Don't talk about this man getting a house next door. Don't talk about this man putting this man on no video. Nah. We just being creative.
Putting the house next door is a little.
Skeet.
Not even a little. That's just strange. Y'all divorcing. I mean, what, if this was any other situation that's not Kanye West, we would have looked at it as a stalker. Like, that's weird. Is it not? Like, that was not Kanye West that did that. Like, if it was like even let's say it was like just some random artist that just did that. Like, we were like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I think, but Kanye West got the name. It's Kanye. Oh yeah, that's hard. Oh yeah. He bought a house across the street. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. But no, nigga, that's weird. That's weird. Strange, but whatever.
Hold up. Yeah, man. They saying Russell Westbrook tired of the disrespect, man. Speaking of the disrespect out here.
Westbrook. I said I'm a biggest fan. Westbrook. Westbrook. Russell Westbrook. Your biggest fan. No. I didn't mean it like that. Okay, I didn't do it like Westbrook, I'm a biggest fan.
Man, again, it's because the internet and these new internet kids, man. You guys are some weirdos, man. You guys are definitely some weirdos. Cause I don't know why you gonna say all that shit with the bass in your voice, and then when he comes up to you, I mean, you know that 6'4" wingspan, that's about what, 3 feet 7 inches, coming straight for your head top. You know that could come straight for your head top, and you'll get escorted out. It's a bad night for you, but you know he switched his energy, and I'm just saying, man, all this internet disrespect, the skeet. And motherfuckers like this do, it's just pushing black men to an edging point. It's just pushing black men to an edging point where now you just feel like everybody's just trying to get you. Everybody's trying to go after you. Everybody's trying to bait a response, trying to just do some just goofy shit. Look at Russell Westbrook. Back out.
Russell, you good? No, you good. You good? I ain't no little kid. I know you're not a little kid. I ain't no little kid. All right, Russell.
Yeah.
Yo, but stop playing some shit. That's all I'm saying. You're good.
As he walks away, is what he says.
You're not a little kid, Russell. I know. Yo, Russell, I fuck with you. I just want you to play better. I bet on you every night. Come on, man. I bet on you. You're good. Yo, let's cut.
You got.
Take it easy, Russell. Yo, Russell. You're a goof. You're a goof, bud.
Yeah, he got a little drunk asshole, man. He drunk after a game, just lost a bet. He a little peeved. Yeah, you gonna get those, man. It's all right. That's part of the professionalism that you got to go through when you a big star. It's okay.
Nah, man, they trying to bait a black man into
doing what?
Cajun into doing weird shit, man.
Doing what?
Like
Nothing's gonna happen.
I don't like it. I don't like Skeet. You coming out saying I'm with your wife. I don't like you coming out saying while you walk away, you're a goof, bud. You're a goof. Because if let these big ass fucking size 11 start hitting the concrete, tung, 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 tung. Like, nah. You're not talking about none of that. You wasn't talking about none of that when he was right next to him. You said, not goof. You said, you good. It's just lame, bruh. It's all the same, bruh. From Skeet to this little piece of shit on the street.
It's not the same.
I don't like it.
When he has been getting shit from Kanye,
Nah.
and that dude is just he's just a jerk off, as you could say, man. He's just this guy.
Same as Skeet.
He's just this guy that just comes up to Russell Westbrook drunk as hell, just lost his parlay, whatever, and he's talking about, oh yeah, man, like I just want you to play better and all this bullshit. He's just bullshitting, man. He's just being a drunk asshole. You know what I'm saying? That's just, dumb people being dumb about the game of basketball. But like Pete Davidson, it's all this bullshit, and then once I say something, now it's this big response. And the man didn't even post it himself. I don't know how he got posted. Well, he had to give it to somebody to post it, but still, you know what I'm saying?
I believe Kanye posted up the text.
Well,
because it's like, bro, you acting wild. Like, this is how they want to get a man to just wild out. And now you want my kids to be taken by this piece of garbage. I mean, this is just insanity.
What's wrong?
This is absolute insanity. I won't stand for it.
Okay. All right, guys. This is part of the show when I let you know that Pete Davidson, in my opinion, is okay in the action that he took. Maybe not taking the picture, sending the text messages, letting Kanye know how he feels, where he stands. All right, cool. Maybe take out the picture. All right, does that work for you? No. Okay.
Now the picture encapsulates the entire mood and tone of the entire move that is the text. The text is to bait. It's to, you know what, this motherfucker's so unhinged, this motherfucker's so crazy, I'm going to just make him jump out the porch. I'm going to make him jump out the window. And then we're going to laugh and point when he's there, and we're going to be in our nice AC. We're going to be laughing at this stupid nigga. Nah, we ain't having y'all laugh at us no more. We ain't having y'all laugh at black men no more. Y'all not going to demean this man. Nope, not happening. That man's just trying to be a father. Shit, I wish my dad would have been out here talking about, nah, I need to be seeing my kids on the regular. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. No. So yeah, this cuts deeper than just like Like, nah, bro. I will never stand for some fuck getting branded to be around my children. No.
It's weird
That is
behavior.
no.
getting
Not only is
branded.
that weird, that is obsessive, that is strange, and that is definitely crossing some lines of, wait a minute. What is safe? What is right? Now, North, when you get a boyfriend, should this happen? Is this the kind of guy you want? No. No. These are not the kinds of guys you should be around at all. Skeet? No. No. No.
All right, bro. Yeah, like she wasn't around all these.
She was, but I'm saying, like,
Like, what do you mean?
But that's what you bring. But that's what you bring. But that's what you bring around. But that's what you bring
Kanye
around.
West
But-
and Kim
but-
Kardashian's
but-
daughter.
Okay.
So yes, she's gonna be exposed to these fucking like. Yeah. Kim Kardashian is fucking Pete Davidson, and he brands himself. And the only reason we know this is because he took a picture of himself texting Kanye. That's a private conversation that was supposed to be private. Like, god damn it, it got leaked. Dude, I don't even know. It could have been Kanye.
Why does that matter?
Could've been whatever.
Why does it matter
But
that it's supposed to be
we
private?
wouldn't have known any of this. Literally, we would have known any of this if it wasn't public.
Yeah, but then North still has to be around the dude that's shirtless with the brand of.
How do we?
Wait,
and this is just like major assuming that he's just. Oh yeah, I'm just shirtless all the fucking time, and we're just showing the kids the brand on my chest.
what if
Yes.
they go out swimming one day? How do you explain that? Oh, I just love your mom to an extent that is just blah blah blah, and that's how you show love.
dude?
That's
And then,
kind of unhealthy to me.
Well, then you know what's healthy? You talk to the daughter about it, with Kanye talking to the daughter.
How about just
it.
have the dad in the house?
Because they're just not compatible together, man. Like, what else you want? The dad in the house, they're not compatible. Kanye and Kim, it's just not working. Look at all this bullshit that's been going on between them. They just, you know what I'm saying? They split.
Yeah.
What
So then the only option is just have dad not in the house. Now, I think there's a compromise. And I think it could also include not getting a man branded because that's very strange. And then bragging about it, talking about it on fucking Ellen. Like it's some normal occurrence, like it's just some thing. Like it's some spicy thing in your relationship. And then all you have on the other side is a man who's just trying to be a father. And trying not to let these negative influences harm his daughter. And his daughters and sons. And the point is, how and when you say she's Northwest, so she's going to be experiencing this, how about she's a child born past 2010, so she's going to be experiencing it? And just because they're going to, and this is a similar argument that you made for Russell Westbrook off camera. You were talking about, well, this kid should just be going to basketball games. He should just take whatever comes with the game. But how about if people are literally getting drunk and yelling at you, and that's negative, and that actually rubs off on you way more than just a result of a game?
Yeah, man. How
about that's the exact same as a guy who's doing unhealthy, weird shit, and we don't know the extent of that behind closed doors, but we know that the top level of it, the level where you're even so bluntly sending, and I don't know why the private nature of this matters. I really don't. You're public figures. So don't give me that private nonsense.
What do you mean? It's a tech. Do we see Kim Kardashian's text messages ever? Do we see Kanye West's text messages ever unless he posts them himself? Like these private text messages?
Why does that matter?
Because they're fucking private.
Okay, so they're private.
They're private text messages.
okay,
Like, we don't just say, you don't just see people text messages.
Why should they not be public?
Because it's a private conversation between you and them. I didn't ask for this to be public. I didn't say, oh, did you ask for my permission?
But in that private conversation, you're wanting public outcomes.
What do you mean? How? If you don't
you're
post
saying
it,
that you're gonna not,
Kanye posted. If you're saying Kanye posted it, then what do you mean?
But
like,
Pete stated, Skeet, stated, I'm gonna start having these comedians and journalists start coming after you. Those are public outcomes.
he didn't say that.
Wait.
He said that I've been trying to protect your ass.
you.
I've been trying to protect you while you've been berating me and talking shit about me this whole time. He said that for these past few months, I just been trying to protect you from NSL writers and stuff like that coming at you. That's what he said.
But I'm not gonna what? What did he say after that? Let me find it.
What I think was so.
Said
What
I'm
he
not
say?
going to protect you anymore. I said I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be nice anymore.
Cause you've been talking shit, bro. What else do you want him to do?
Hey, in the argument, is that public? Are those public outcomes?
That becomes public because but it was a private conversation that has now become public because Kanye has posted it.
No.
That was going to become public stuff now because Kanye's been going off the fucking. No, listen to me. Because Kanye's been going off the rails. He explains himself. But fuck that. Fuck the video of me with my head chopped off and these fucking vague threats. Fuck all that. But we're getting mad because Pete Davidson is now talking about that he's now gonna I'm not gonna protect you anymore.
How about stop conflating two issues? You disagree with how Kanye is beefing with the man who was sleeping with his wife.
Yes. Like
you disagree.
Not with it, and
you
not
disagree
his wife,
how with how
and
one
Kanye,
and not his wife, the mother of his children.
The man keeps on saying that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's saying it's not even my wife. Like,
okay, the mother of his children.
Okay, the mother of his children. Yes. Okay.
Again, the person who, if she has custodial property of the kids, that means whoever's around her will have shared that time, which effectively means that person, whoever that is, in this wide world, could have more time than you, the father. Do you agree on that point? Do you see there? Do you agree there?
Do I agree with what?
The fact that any person Kim chooses to deal with potentially has more time with those kids than Kanye.
Is this a fact?
Yes. That is why he's stating that he's not able to see his children. That is why he's putting it out on a public forum. He's been stating this. I'm not able to parent. We were on a schedule. They keep breaking the schedule. Yes. So do you agree that the person who spends time with Kim has influence, possibly even more because of the time, than the father?
Yes, man. Yes.
And you
he
still
has
have
more
a
time.
problem.
He has more time. Yes, he does have more time.
And you still
with her.
have a
Yes,
problem
yes.
with Kanye representing him as being dead. Cool. I granted that. But on the other side, you have to look at, okay, Skeet is going to be around these kids. You talking about in a private conversation, hey, man, I'm not going to be nice anymore. And hey, man, I'm defending what I believe is my union. You represent the corruption in my union. In fact, if Kanye were being honest, it's more so things in himself. He pushed his wife away. I mean, it was hard to be with him. That was easy to see. The mental health issues, the president run. But the point I'm trying to make is, brother, in a private conversation, all that to the side, in a private conversation, if you say anything about public outcomes, you've made this a public conversation. If you're talking about connections to people who work out in the public, particularly in the media, yes, you effectively are stating, people will start seeing effects of this conversation. How is this conversation not public then?
No, you're right. Okay. No, that's true. That's true. Well, once you start stating public outlets and stuff like that.
So then why would you do that?
Well,
why would you do that?
Before that point, he asked Kanye.
To be clear,
he asked Kanye if they can talk in a private setting. Kanye didn't say anything about that.
No, he said we could talk at Sunday service. He didn't want to do that.
And they couldn't.
Don't see, you misrepresented my man.
Okay,
you misrepresented my man.
Okay. And then he says he doesn't want to do that.
You misrepresented Ye,
But
man.
is there any other fucking compromise? Is there any other compromise besides going to the Sunday service where he could possibly be getting? You don't know. That's Kanye's, like, you know what I'm saying? That's Kanye's thing. And yes, it's Sunday service, but you don't know with what Kanye's been doing. So that's all I'm saying. So yes, Pete Davidson's gonna have that caution, is what I'm saying. Like, yes. So, but yeah.
Found the text. Same here. It's wonders what those places do to you. I'm in LA for a day. If you want to stop being a little internet bitch boy and talk. Again, you've already won, Pete, or Skeet, excuse me. You've already won. You've already gotten the mother of the children. You know, your name is being dragged, but also, hey, you're a comedian. This actually helps you because this actually just gets your name into the zeitgeist and it gives you fuel to talk. This helps you in every way, shape, form, fashion. There's no real danger coming for you.
But
there's nothing.
What do
There's
you mean?
nothing actually
Kanye's
arising.
talking about. I mean, what Kanye's been saying is that you know, you've noticed that Pete Davidson not been working lately and stuff like that. Like, and he's alluding that it's because of him. So, and yeah, that's gonna, you know, affect Pete Davidson's mental. And yes, the negativity may boost him, but it may also affect him. Like that, it's not. I mean, he's gonna see it a lot. There's a lot of Kanye fans. A lot of people just call him Skeet. Just a lot of hate. So I'm sure all over the internet. So it's just like.
But instead of letting Kanye know about how the negativity has been affecting him and how much it's been hurting him, he let his ego buck up and he called Kanye an internet bitch boy while in bed with his wife. And he says that what he's doing is embarrassing. And Kanye simply invites him to Sunday service. It's a pretty calm and tame response to me from Ye. This man even offers help to Kanye while you're again in bed with his ex-wife. You know, many men who on the ground level, when men do this, they don't text the ex-husband. They don't get disrespectful like that. The only reason why this piece of skeet is doing this is because he's well protected by the money that not only he has, but that Kim has. And that's why I go back to state that all these threats are not actually real, but more so just a representation of how the brother feels. I feel like doing this. None of this is going to happen. It will be too obvious. And not only that, yeah, we got money. And yeah, I'm going to say that too because, yeah, it's rap and it's about being hard, but also this is how I feel. I feel like this.
Kanye is still
response.
But he can legitimately do this shit because he's Kanye West, and not just he's Kanye West. He's a fucking billionaire. Like, he has the money and the stock to actually stop things. What do you mean? Like, do you not? Is that not like?
I disagree that a public.
I think
figure,
he has enough influence to
disagree.
do so.
I disagree that a public figure could have anybody killed and then
I'm not talking about killed.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about.
Well, I'm talking about that because you keep bringing up. Well, that's what he's doing in the music video. So that's the only thing you should be scared of. So therefore, yeah, I'm talking about that. And Pete has no fear of that because he has too much money and Kanye has too much money, and they're both public.
But it's still the threat. Like, what the hell is wrong? I don't give a damn about your art. What kind of shit is that?
That is
like in any other instance, we would be like, "Yo, like what? What is going on?"
Really?
In most instances, even in the X video that we saw that he came out with, people were losing their minds. So yes, really.
That's not the
same.
So
what the fuck are you? Because okay, it's not the same. But I'm just saying, like a bold reaction. Someone's gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
No,
but no one really gave that for Kanye. It was like, "Yeah, Kanye skeet." No, it's not.
Yes, because a lot of men can relate to their fathers not fighting for them, and a lot of men can relate to, particularly black men, to having no representation there, to having no one in their father's role saying, "I'm not gonna let any of this bullshit happen. I want to be there. I love my kids. I'm there." And I'm not just gonna be like just on some like, oh, I say it no, I'm gonna be really putting this time in, and these people are stopping me from doing so. And the main crux of all of that is the dude who's obviously sleeping with my wife. It's just how I feel. Like, you could say you don't give a damn about the art, but that is how the brother's trying to express. Like, I'm saying this is like, come on, dog. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, and we beating the dead horse with this, but
I'm sorry, but. My last thing is Kanye. The Kanye stand-up is wild, but okay, yeah.
I wonder how other people feel about this, man. I wonder how like just other people is feeling about this, man. But yeah, I don't like it. Skeet, fuck him. What else we got? Okay, Drake has this new $3 million chain, according to academics, from Frank Ocean's brand, Homer. No music on the video, and if you're not looking at the screen, some sort of a 5-piece. It's like actually star or diamond studded pearls that end in a collection of pearls that are connected by like sort of just little sticks and a central pearl. So 4 pearls connected to a central pearl in a sort of cross, kind of a strange cross nature. What do you think about this chain, Nigel?
It's very studded out. The diamonds are blinging. I like it, man. It's like a little globe in the middle with like the planets, you could say, connected to it, or I guess you could say it's the sun in the middle with the planets.
Like 4 small planets, yeah.
4 small planets by it, yeah. That is. I mean, I think it's a fly chain. Just the diamonds blinging. It's cool, man. It's good fashion, good style. I believe Drake was wearing it at the Raptors game. So yeah, I like it.
Oh man, I'm trying to like scroll down here. This dude said, "Be honest, should I just stop rapping and just start smoking crack?" That's what one commenter said on the video. Yeah, I think this chain looks yeah, it's definitely iced out. But just, where did Homer even come from? You know? Like, I know this is going to sound like hate, but where does Frank Ocean come from with a jewelry brand that charges $3 million? Where does any of this come from? I guess it's all that time spent not in the limelight, you know? It's all that time. Like,
hey man, I'm just gonna say I think the pendant costs a certain amount, but the I don't believe the chain was $3 million.
That's what this says. Drake cop Frank Ocean Homer chain worth $3 million. That's what it says.
I know, but I like that caption is so vague. Like, it's, I feel like, in my opinion, this is a chain that he bought from Frank Ocean, but it's not that he bought it for $3 million. It's that the chain, he bought it from Frank Ocean, the chain itself, but he customized it, and now it's a $3 million chain.
Oh,
that's my thoughts. But because like on the website, when you go on the Homer.com, it just shows you pendants that are not iced out yet, but they're $450 just for the pendant.
450 bands?
Dollars.
$450
for the pendant, yeah, for
just that little the chain.
Not that specific pendant, but you know they have their own pendants on there, and yeah, just for the chain. So yeah.
Homer.com cart rights reserved. Ooh, fingers. Identity, horny and dancing alone with its reflection. With its reflection. If you don't know there, this is with its reflection, but it's reflected so that it's like, you know.
Oh, that's so cool, dude. That looks like the Apple Store .com.
What the fuck? How does this look? What? This looks nothing like the Apple Store.
Just that
Apple.
part, just the reflective letters. That seems like something.
What has
Apple
Apple
Store.
ever done that? I ain't never done no shit. Like, what?
It just seems like something the Apple Store would do. You know, I don't know. Yeah. So when you click on one of these, it just tells you it's like $450 for just the stock.
Again, where does Frank Ocean even come from with this? I don't even get it. A capital H is set against a checkerboard made from rhodium-plated recycled 925 silver. The checkerboard squares have been cut out, adding subtle dimension. Symmetrical sets of mirrored dancing figures sit on each side of the pendant. And this is $450, like you said. At least this one. This is not the one that Drake got, but okay. So they make pendants. Maybe they just make, literally just the base that you would ice out. That's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah,
that's pretty smart, actually, because you think about it. I was kind of hating. I was hating on it because
off pod, my nigga was hating.
No, I was just saying
he was not fucking with the creativity and how, like, you know what I'm saying, this ain't doing nothing to really like spawn any other, creativity bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about this ain't shit to Kanye's, Easy Boost and all this. And yeah, he was on.
This is cool because it is pivotal in the sense that I could see people getting into a similar bag where they make their own designs. And then again, you maybe get like the cheaper material. So maybe it's silver or maybe it's just some cheaper metal that maybe even, number one, it reacts well to diamonds. And then, of course, it just has all the properties, but it's maybe cheaper than gold or something like that. That's pretty hard. Like then yeah. So, okay. I'll get that to Frank, you know what I'm saying? Frank gets a little, okay. I was hating off the pod.
There you go, man. That's
Frank,
a nice
man.
round
That's
of applause
pretty
for
hard,
Frank
man.
Ocean.
I don't know how much he has to do with this. I just see this Asian dude with the fingers. No disrespect to Duke. No disrespect to Duke. This guy likely has a lot to do with this brand. Fingers. Peopling. I remember being straight, being bent. Wait, what did that last thing say? I didn't see it. What did it say?
I couldn't really see it. It's too small on the low corner.
I'm gonna focus on it now. Never being boring. Ooh, I remember being straight. I remember being bent. Never being boring. Ooh, fashion. Yeah, that's hard. No, it is hard though. The whole package is pretty cool.
My nigga did the 180. I like it though, man. He turned to a little skateboarder right there. You know what I'm saying? Did a little 180 trick on us. Real talk. And that shit look hard. You know what I'm saying? What's your little globe? What's your little sun and the 4 globes, man? Come on, man. You know Drake stunning that shit hard. That's the drippy. Yeah, I like that, and it's all studded. Oh, that shit sparkling. You know that shit sparkling when you hit the club.
I guess.
Talk to him.
$3 million, $1 million games, man. That's out of my price range. It's out of my how do they say it on Supernatural? I will say though the promo for Homer, this Instagram page, even just that website, a little pretentious.
It's above my pay grade.
A little pretentious, but again, above my pay grade. This as well is above my pay grade. I'm not spending $450 for anything around my neck right now, so maybe I just don't know what's cool. I'm willing to be open to that.
Yeah, man. You got a little boomer in you. You know what I'm saying? You don't get what's pop with the kids today. You know what I'm saying? We got a new generation coming up. The Zoomers are leaving. We're turning to the new boomers. There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty raw. That's pretty. I don't like that.
Yeah, man. The Zoomers.
Yeah, them millennials niggas way out of here. Then, them niggas out of here. Boomers.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Boomer. No, I'm just playing. All right. Hold up. There was a couple more posts. But yeah, it's been a good pod. Salute to anybody watching still. Salute to anybody watching after the fact. Big love.
To anyone watching, I just wanted to talk about the UFC a little bit. Talk about UFC London tonight, UFC London. That was a great card. A lot of great fights, you know what I'm saying? A lot of knockouts, a lot of call-outs. Yeah. I really liked a particular fighter by the name Paddy Pimlington. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool gent. Yeah, man. That boy, his future, his stock gone up after this shit, man. After the two fights he's had in the UFC, I'm projecting. I'm gonna call it right now. Y'all hear me? He gonna be the champion, lightweight champion. You know what I mean? He the next face. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's actually a lot of faces coming up right now. You know, a lot of big draws in the UFC. I wouldn't necessarily say there is really any particular face because there's so many divisions. But for the lightweight division, I say he's next up, man. Paddy the Baddie Pimlington.
Yeah, he very well could do it. He very well could do it. You know, and he's authentic, man.
Him and his camp, man, you know what I'm saying? They got that fire, they got that energy. and they bring it to their fights. You know what I'm saying? Even his homegirl, she had a crazy knockout with the spinning, elbow, knocked her opponent out cold, clean. So yeah, man, this camp, this team, Patty's team, they got a bright future, man.
And I think they also need to get some real competition in there with them. We need to get these peoples with some ranked fighters. Some people, just higher up.
Nah, see,
I'm
this is
not
my
gonna
thing,
lie.
right? I think Patty needs to keep on fighting these like, top 20, top 15 guys, and keep on, rising up the ranks, because it's not easy in the UFC. Especially in the lightweight division. There's so many talented individuals, so he has to really claw his way up, like the Islam Makhachev route. You know what I'm saying? He lost, but then he went on, and now he's on a 10-0 streak. So yeah, the nigga, he a killer.
You could also make an argument that you should probably just do the Hamzat route, so that you just use up all your energy while you're fresh and just annihilate. And but either way it goes, man, at least this dude's authentic. He also, I just wanted to point this out. I like this moment here in his post fight interview. He got a good finish. He got a rear naked choke, and he's in the O2. And so
I want to dedicate this fight to Steve Green, one of my neighbours who died a couple of weeks ago. His son's here.
His neighbor.
Happy, Josh.
His
You'll
neighbor.
Never walk alone, Steve. But one sec.
I like that. I liked also the never walk alone part. That gave me some goosebumps. It's giving me some goosebumps right now.
Yeah,
that's
man.
cool sports shit, and that's just like,
It's just good life shit.
That's just good
man.
life
It's
shit,
not
man.
even.
That
It's
was
past
cool.
the.
It's
It's
like-
past the soccer. It's.
yeah, it's past the soccer. It's like a whole lifestyle for these motherfuckers out there.
Yeah,
It's like,
man.
yeah, like that football shit is really respected, and then just to say that for your neighbor's passing is like, that tells you the community sense that he has, and you gotta respect that, man. I like that, man. It's good stuff, man.
I was gonna sing after
I don't even know my neighbors.
stories, but the world's too full of hate at the minute. We need positivity.
It's a fact.
I done this in the echo. Will everyone sing with me? Justice for the 97, justice for the 97, justice.
Yeah, and then he got into a straight Liverpool British bag. And,
Is that their Liverpool's song?
I have no idea. I'm sure that's just some Liverpool, like just the place type shit. Just just some
Yeah,
song that they be
that's-
singing.
I enjoyed that.
Shout
I
out to
enjoyed
the
that
White
a
Bros.
lot. Pass the sport. Make it something. Just make coming out to this public event an event, a moment. Got people raising their fists and raising their fingers, and it's
They're really getting into it, man. They love their brethren, man. You know what I'm saying? Their British brothers and sisters, man. They really show out, really have a good time in the O2. It's just all love. It's a great show always with the O2. Anytime the UFC fights there, it's always a great show.
in the O2.
Yes, sir, man. You know what I'm saying?
That clean British accent. You know what I'm saying? In the
Hey,
O2.
Speaking of British
Gotta love
niggas, you know what I'm saying? My boy Leon Edwards, man, he about to put in work. Kamar Usman. You know what I'm saying? When they fight, Leon Edwards this is another prediction. Leon Edwards gonna put him on his ass. Man. And we gonna see and new welterweight. Niggas gonna be looking like just sad, distraught, hurt. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a beautiful sight, man. Leon Edwards and new. We hope for you, boy. Or I am. High hopes.
I'm not. Fuck Leon Edwards. And I can't believe that you would even say any disrespectful. Not fucking Leon Edwards. I'm just on pod time. But hey, man, I can't believe you would say some disrespectful. I'm low key still hot about Skeet, so I gotta just relax. But nah. Don't disrespect the Nigerian Nightmare like that, dog. Come on, Chandler.
Yeah, they got nothing.
Dead air.
Leon Edwards got nothing on that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I said Leon. No. My bad. I meant to say.
You meant to say Leon Edwards. It's a Freudian slip because you just joking right now. You just say some bullshit. You already done seen Kamaru come through, perform, wrestle. All these dudes, man. Come on. How you going to disrespect the Nigerian? He already did that to Leon Edwards. Bounced his head on the canvas. Slam that man.
Yeah,
on, dog.
Leon Edwards going
Yeah,
really.
it was a bunch of years ago. I still fucked your shit up.
Yeah, a bunch of years ago, we forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? This is round 2. This is the new improved Leon. He gonna come. He gonna snipe. He gonna really take out Kamaru Usman's head. And it's gonna be a great fight night, man. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, you really believe that?
I'm really hoping for Leon Edwards.
Yeah, say that you're hoping. You don't
man.
believe that's gonna happen. You're just hoping.
I'm hoping,
You
man.
got hope.
I got hope. I hope for the best.
All the Nigerian nightmare leaves you with is hope.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I hope.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah.
You never really know how a fight may go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you never know. There's always a puncher's chance for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
A puncher's chance.
Kamaru Usman might catch him with a lucky one. You know what I'm saying? Just knock him out. So.
Speaking of people who likely will get who only have a puncher's chance, we've got Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje coming up. I don't know exactly when that fight's to be, but I can't wait for that fight to get through with so we can get straight to the real event, which is Sambo versus Jiu-Jitsu, Islam versus Charles. Can't wait.
It's funny that you just got the highlight.
Threw away
Justin
Gaethje. I'm sorry.
You think the highlight just gonna take this shit, man? You think
he's not? But I think
he's gonna go
down swinging. But he gonna go down swinging. But
you have the most utmost disrespect for any fucking striker, and especially you have the utmost disrespect for them. Yeah, man. The Sambo wave, the Jiu-Jitsu niggas, they cool. They lit. You know what I'm saying? They really
they
do their
lit.
thing.
Wait, they lit.
They lit.
Wait. How about they have a science on how to break people?
They lit. But stop disrespecting the highlight, man. That dude really be putting it on people, man. They call him the goddamn highlight for a reason. And he's in the UFC. They call him the highlight, my nigga. Like, he really that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Justin Gaethje will push you on your fucking ass, bro. Like, he's a sniper. He be whooping niggas' asses, man. Ask Dustin Poirier, man.
Charles is a sniper too.
He's a sniper, but he ain't the same degree. He ain't nowhere near the highlight. He ain't the highlight in the striking game. The striking game, I'm gonna give to Justin.
Poirier and Oliveira.
Justin gonna fuck him up.
Poirier and Oliveira, did they meet? Wait, hold on, didn't they? Wait.
Shit, I know Dustin and
hold on.
Gaethje did. Gaethje, you know what I'm saying? Put the pieces on him. So
Poirier versus Oliveira highlights. Hold on, wait. Oh yeah, that nigga got choked out. Yeah, he got it. He took his back.
Yeah, Justin Gaethje fucked him up too. Dustin Poirier.
Dustin Poirier got choked out by Charles. Took his back. I believe he took his back. Yeah, I believe that's how that ended. Yeah, he ended out taking his back and submitting him. And you think that the striker Gaethje is going to have the better chance, fighter chance?
Yeah, man, because he got wrestling defense. He got, you know what I'm saying, he knows how to defend himself in those compromised positions.
But does he know how to win out of those?
I'm sure he'll.
Does he have that path in front of him? I mean, is there any evidence you want to point to of him like just demolishing one of these,
I'm sure
grappling based guys?
No evidence, but he's a professional MMA fighter, and I believe in his talents, and I believe that Justin Gaethje will.
Did Diamond and Justin Gaethje have a war?
Somewhat of a war, I guess you could say that, but I mean it was really just Justin Gaethje kind of putting him out.
Do you think that could happen to Charles?
Him getting put out? Yeah, I mean, because the thing that's scary about
striking pressure?
No, not the striking pressure. The power. Just Gaethje got that one knockout power, so he can if he connects one that's just real flush and real nice, he will knock Charles Oliveira out.
Apparently, Oliveira has the same.
We'll see.
But he doesn't even have to rely on it because he doesn't have to rely on it because, hey buddy, he can just take your back, take your leg, take something, limit your striking power, stop you from doing what you want to do.
Hey, man.
That's likely what's going to happen.
They say when Charles Oliveira gets pressured, he don't know what the fuck to do. Except the time with Michael Chandler. I guess he kind of proved people wrong with that. So it's kind of a shaky thing to say now. But in the past, Charles Oliveira had a very hard time with people just kind of pressing with the striking, and they'll just take him down. They'll just TKO.
They'll just what?
They'll TKO him.
They'll TKO him, right?
They'll finish him.
Well, you better hope you TKO him before he gets his hands on you. You better hope you TKO because that boy be fresh.
Hey,
you saw that armbar on Tony Ferguson. That shit was 180 degrees. That shit went at least 190. That boy ate that shit.
He's a
Salute
beast.
to Tony Ferguson. He a beast, but boy howdy.
Charles is a beast too, man.
Don't let him get your head. Don't let him get his hands on you now. You looking for that TKO? All right.
Hey, I'm not even TKO, the KO. I'm talking about just in case you got that kind of power, just to dude,
head movement as fluid as Charles Oliveira gonna get beat.
But dude, okay, but you gotta look at Justin Gaethje's striking percentage. Like how accurate is he? I feel like that's what we need to find out, right? Like, because I believe he is one of the most accurate. Like, he is one of the best boxers in the UFC. So yes, he's going to put it on to the nigga that is a fluid head movement. Yes, he gonna catch him. Michael Chandler caught him. What did Justin Gaethje do to Michael Chandler? Fucked him up.
What did Charles do to Michael Chandler?
He fucked him up, but
in immediate
but what
fashion.
did we see in that fight though?
In immediate fashion.
But let's talk about the rest of the fight.
There was no showtime. There was no showtime. There was no showtime. There was no showtime because your ass was on the floor.
Dude,
your ass was on the floor.
Remember in the first round,
there was no showtime because your ass was on the floor.
But in the first round, he knocked him down with a punch. Justin Gaethje catches you with that same punch, your ass might be lights out.
Might be.
Most likely. He is like this, man. The man is called the highlight for a reason. The man be getting knockouts. Like, he is a vicious animal in the cage. And he fucked up Michael Chandler. And yes, Charles Oliveira did the same. But I'm talking about striking. Justin Gaethje is the superior striker to Charles Oliveira.
But Charles Oliveira did the exact same, and in better fashion, he shut him out. Their fight, that being Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje, ended in a Showtime performance where Michael Chandler had to egg on Justin Gaethje to start firing off because the fight actually wasn't going as exciting as, well, maybe he had hoped. So,
maybe
and it worked.
In his head, in his fucked up fighter brain, when the fight was going well. They were going crazy. He was getting whatever, man. This man was literally putting his chin out so Justin Gaethje could just
yeah, Michael Chandler came rushing out to this boy Charles Oliveira. He thought he was gonna pitbull this boy, and that motherfucker met a shotgun in the form of a fucking, what was it, a red UFC glove. That motherfucker got put on his bottom. That motherfucker said, huh? Boom! You are done. There ain't no Showtime. Sit your ass down. That's a fact. And then he got up and went and did that Showtime shit. The point I'm trying to make to you is if this dude, Michael Chandler, had a war with Gaethje, there will either be a finish. There will be a finish. There will be a finish here. And it will be going to Charles Oliveira.
All right, King.
That's a fact.
Well, hey, I'm not ruling out Charles Oliveira win via submission. I'll never count him out on winning via submission. But a knockout on Gaethje? Nah. I don't think he winning on the feet, bro. I really don't. Like, Justin Gaethje will fuck him up. So he gonna have to game plan and try to get into that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or wrestle, whatever the case is, get him to the ground. Cause Justin Gaethje ain't playing that on the feet, man. You don't want to stand toe to toe with him.
Because he'll stay in the pocket with you. But if I threaten some wrestling and throw things in, and make it harder for you to stay in the pocket and to protect yourself and to even shoot. And Charles Oliveira strikes like a sniper. He's not into that. He's not into that whole. He's not into that whole telephone booth. He's gonna find his spot and
man, yo, Justin
head movement.
He's not just the highlight reel. He's smart in the canvas, man. So he knows he will adjust properly, and he will take off Charles Oliveira's head,
just like Leon Edwards will. Right.
Betcha.
Just like Leon Edwards will take off.
Betcha, man. Leon Edwards gonna do his thing.
You
man.
won't bet me, though.
He gonna do
The thing
it.
is,
I'm not.
he says exactly. Exactly. So don't say betcha. Don't say betcha.
It's
Yeah,
just
because
it's just a phrase, bro.
Yeah, it's just a
Relax.
phrase.
I'm just saying, like,
It's just a phrase.
betcha, like you betcha. You know,
Your money don't go where your mouth go.
Nigga, I am
Your
not
money don't
betting
go where your
this.
mouth go.
I don't
Pause.
necessarily trust on bets. You know what I'm saying? I bet in Vegas one time on a basketball game, didn't go my way. I'm not fucking with bets, man. You just gotta let those go with the Wolves, man. You gotta let that be with the Wolves, man, in my opinion. But I may bet one day, but nah, I'm good. I'm good. Because these dudes are going against champions. Like, it's not going to be as much as I want the opposing person to win, they're still going against tanks, some real tough opponents. It's not going to be a cakewalk by any means. So.
Bruh, speaking of tanks and tough opponents, man, we got to talk about Chapter 1043 of the One Piece. You know, Joy Boy has returned.
Spoiler.
Oh, yeah, man. If you don't know, Jesus
if you're an
Christ.
anime watcher and you're watching this, we got a big spoiler alert.
One Piece spoilers. But with all that to the side, right now we have about 7 days until the next chapter comes out. 6-7 days, depending on the time, if it's 12 o'clock yet. What do you think the goo is around Luffy?
I would say the goo is his awakened devil fruit that is now harnessing, that is now coming into light that we can see, that's all I can really say, because I wish I could say more if I had like the color definition of it. Like, what does this goo look like?
Apparently, that color spread that came out is real. That's what O'Hara and Grand Review said. So I'll take it.
But even even with the color spread, it's kind of like, I'm trying to say it's maybe it's like a glue kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the ground is rubbery or gluey, I guess. It's turning into like melted rubber. I mean, I don't know. Like, because there's steam. There's steam coming out the man's body. So I feel like something's melting. Maybe something's getting to like a hot point. Yeah. Melted rubber. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's probably that. Like, because it's already heat that he does for Gear 4. So it's not too far off that the Awakening will have to do something with heat. Or, like, just heating rubber. So, yeah.
What's also interesting is to consider the Geared second properties, which were, he's heating this rubber up in his body, but it's alluded that, this is actually hurting Luffy in the long run. That, right? How did that go?
If I'm not butchering this, I believe that anytime he does Gear 2, it's like he's shaving years of his life away.
Do you think that same thing happens to Gear 4? It's a similar property, isn't it? It's just extreme heat. It's actually way more heat and pressure.
It probably, 2 times that. And then, like, you got to also think that he has already shaved his time off with the drugs he did in the Impel Down to survive. All that, in order to survive, took years of his life away. So, I'm just taking this to another stretch that I think by the end of One Piece, he's probably gonna die.
He's gonna die.
Right? Like, this is what it's all setting up for. Because
oh man, I'm gonna cry.
Because if you remember when he's trying to save Ace and stuff like that, and Emperor Minkov, or, you know what I'm saying, she's giving him, or he's giving him the Ivankov's giving him the drugs, and he's like, yo, if I keep on giving you this, you're shaving like 10 plus years of your life away, right? And he just doesn't give a fuck, and he took like 3 of those. So
Jesus.
Yeah. And then compile that with Gear 2 and the heat and him doping his, like, kind of heating his blood up.
And if you listen to that song Brooke sings, the pirate song, if you actually listen to the whole song,
it predicts the whole One Piece.
The whole story.
It predicts the whole show.
And it actually even...
Does it really?
In the last verse, it says, by the end of this, you'll be bones. So enjoy. It goes to that effect.
Nigga,
By the end of the story,
Have
you'll
you-
be bones.
You
That's what
you
we're
listen to the whole song?
Mm-hmm. I just
Oh,
listened to it
shit.
yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I just listened to it yesterday, and it's because the part of the song we're on that people are speculating is that there's a verse that goes something like the dawn is coming and there will be a rising sun, but you must hold your breath so that you will overcome. I'm butchering it, but it's basically something to the effect of there will be a large storm, and it even says storm. There will be a large storm. There will be a large overcoming, but if you hold your breath, like Luffy's doing now, and you will the rising sun will rise, which coincides with the fact that because of the storm that is over Onigashima because of Kaido, yes, there will be a sun that rises from that.
It adds up,
And it's been a night.
but
It's the night of the fire festival, so it's the next day now. So now, and it's.
But who would have
man.
thought the holding your breath part was actually the meaning death or possible death, right?
But if you listen to the song, and then you kind of think about this whole Joy Boy thing and Luffy just being down, and apparently the heartbeat of Luffy stopping and then restarting when we see him again. So before we see the Joy Boy thing, there's a pump. It's saying we're stating there's something happening here. He's coming back. Even there was one of the panels is supposed to allude to a twitch of the finger, and And so, then if we're at that point of the story, the next verse is by the end of this you'll be bones, man. And when I was listening to that shit, I was just thinking about it, like. And then when you just put that together, and I completely forgot about the Impel Down years that he shaved off his life, and then I completely forgot about the Gear 2, and of course Gear 4 would have to have some effect like that.
We might be
may be looking
butchering
at-
Gear 2 though. It may not shave off his life, right? Like I don't
Maybe.
know if that's confirmed, but he definitely has shaved off his life, like significantly.
At least with the Ivankov
Just that alone.
injections. So yeah, I think that, and then with Roger's story, it's exactly how it went down. I mean, I just think that's exactly what's going to happen, and it's going to be very sad, and it's going to feel almost out of place. But if you look back at all the pieces, one piece, it all made sense. It all made sense from the jump. It all made sense from the jump. God damn it.
Well, we'll see how it progresses, man. Like you said, we got a whole another week to wait.
Salute to Oda, man. Salute to Ichiro Oda. We do have another week, but I can't wait. I can wait.
And then that next
can't
one, we gonna wait another 2 weeks because there's already just a Shonen Jump break for all of the mangas.
I'm at a point.
Sad.
I'm at a point with the One Piece manga after making these revelations that we're very close to the end.
Of
Of Wano and the story, and I think, yeah. Well, there's going to be
close in what in our what do you mean, like close in our times? What do you mean by that? Like?
Oh Jesus! Well, we're closer to the end of One Piece than One Piece has been on. Much closer, I say, in the next 5 years.
Yeah, that's something Oda said. He did say that, but
In the next 5 years.
that is Oda's funny though. He said that 5 years ago or like 10 years ago. So
Oh jeez! But
Yeah.
oh my God! And
That's
the
just-
story can keep going. It just really
there's
depends
so
on
much
how.
we haven't developed on. So,
Yeah.
yeah. This story may 5 years. 5 years does sound good though.
But I think 5 years. The manga, especially how it's escalating. It's just.
But if we're judging
And honestly, a realistic, I'm gonna give that 3 years.
that might be harder because just off of just this one arc, I don't know if Oda's gonna keep on doing like this. But this one arc has taken 2 years, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's one arc.
But
of
I
the
think
One Piece,
it
you know what I'm
really
saying?
only takes one more arc with all the new powers that we have. It takes a mini arc so that maybe we see them in action, and then it takes a true arc where what is the mini arc after Wano? Jesus Christ, saving Sabo. Could be,
Pursuing Shanks. Yes, sir.
pursuing Shanks.
Yeah.
Because Shanks said we're gonna soon need to meet. And maybe
Or
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. No, Blackbeard?
No. I like that's the main arc, but I like mini arc. Visit Shanks, learn what Shanks knows, have that reconciliation of when I finally return this hat. I mean, I don't know. Oh, jeez.
Probably not Shanks. Maybe they go to Elbath. A lot of people have been
That's-
speculating that too. They're gonna go to the pirate, the giant island.
There's that too. There's the giant island. Is there a poneglyph there?
There may I'm not. I don't think so actually.
Because didn't those people? Well, they sent out Big Mom because she slaughtered so many people. But I mean, what's it? Huh? Yeah, they may go to the giant island. They may. But then, yeah. But Blackbeard is the main arc, the next main arc, and I really do think that it only takes one more main arc, then we're out of here. Yep, that's what it feels like. And if this last arc is any indication, it should be as long as Wano, as long or longer. We're wrapping up the story, and I even think in wrapping up,
Wow.
there will be post. There will be. We need that. I see One Piece ending, and then some supplemental. Hey, this person in this part of the world. Hey, that person in that part of the world. Hey, and I definitely see One Piece spinoffs. 100%.
In the next 3, that's a little optimistic. But in 5 years, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see 5 years. They finish the finishes off One Piece, which would be a wild day when One Piece is like just as the end. And the last
No more
manga.
to be. Oh, I will be crying. I will be crying. I know it. I don't care how old I'll be. I will be busting my eyeballs will just be red. It's gonna be a very not sad, bittersweet, man. Just a bittersweet day. Damn it! To know all the secrets, to finally laugh like Roger did. We'll know everything at that point, because that's how the story ends. I mean, the story definitely ends. We know why they're laughing.
It's getting spicy. It's getting real spicy in the One Piece universe for sure. We're really like all One Piece fans are really going off this because we're seeing Joy Boy, and it is very important because Joy Boy is something that we've been talking about for years. Joy Boy, Joy Boy, Joy Boy, and now the fact that Zanisha has confirmed Joy Boy's return is such a big leap in the One Piece uni. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It's a great feeling to know, but then it's also like a kind of a sorrow feeling because you're a little sad that One Piece may end soon. In quotation marks, big quotation marks. Like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we gotta see this.
Yeah, we do.
We definitely gotta see this. I gotta see this.
And the point is that we're at is. So let me just read this out. Bid farewell to Weaver's town. Say so long to port renowned. Sing a song. It won't be long before we're casting off. Cross the gold and silver seas. The salty spray puts us at ease. Day and night. Hold on. Day and night to our delight. The voyage never ends. Gather up all of the crew. It's time to ship out Binks's brew. Pirates we eternally are challenging the sea. With the waves to rest our heads, ship beneath us as our beds. Hoisted high upon the mast, our jolly Roger flies. Somewhere in the endless sky, stormy winds are blowing by. Waves are dancing. Evening comes, the night of the raid. It's time to sound the drums. But steady men may never fear. Tomorrow's skies are always clear. So pound your feet and clap your hands till sunny days return.
That's a good part. That makes me a little tingle a little bit. Shout out to Brooke.
I won't butcher it, but gather up. Well, fuck it. Yo ho 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 ho. 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 And the final verse goes, Gather up all of the crew. It's time to ship out Binks's brew. Wave goodbye, but don't you cry. Our memories remain. Our days are but a passing dream. Everlasting though they seem. Neath the moon we'll meet again. The wind's our lullaby. Gather up all of the crew. It's time to shing out Binks's brew. Sing a song and play along for all the oceans wide. After all is said and done, you'll end up a skeleton. So spread your tail from dawn till dusk upon these foamy seas. And then another chant. But two parts are really clear here to me that are very important. Wave goodbye, but don't you cry. Our memories remain. That's the will of D. That's the will of D. Our days are but a passing dream, everlasting though they seem. Our memories remain. Our memories, not us, but rather our how would you say, our will remains. It passes on. That's why we smile at the end of at death, because we know the secret. Whatever they tried to do, it didn't work. That's why Saul smiled. That's why Ace smiled. That's why Luffy smiled. But it's going to mean a lot more for Luffy because, what is it? In the past verse, it's time to sound the drums. But steady men never fear. Tomorrow's skies are always clear. So pound your feet and clap your hands till sunny days return.
Where the bones part, my nigga?
Well, that part comes in the end. Our days are but a passing dream. Drop the grinder. Our days are but a passing dream, everlasting though they seem.
Oh, I see it.
Neath the moon we'll meet again, the winds are lullaby. Oh, here we go. After all is said and done, you'll end up a skeleton, so spread your tail from dawn till dusk upon these foamy seas. After all is said and done, well, that's our voyage.
Spread your tail like a monkey. Yeah, that's a little one for you right there. A little tidbit that they added. That's nice. Yeah.
So
I like
spread your tail from dawn till dusk.
Just jump,
like a monkey.
Yeah, man. Just jump in the air and just spread yourself like an eagle.
Tail. Story. From dawn till dusk. Before you go, tell it. Rayleigh. Crocus. What are they doing if not exactly that? And in fact, actually, Rayleigh coming to say, well, I could just tell you. No! Because after all is said and done, you'll end up a skeleton. So spread your tail from dusk till dawn. This is my mission. And it's something that he inherently knew.
Or you could have just told that nigga. Or like,
but it's your tail.
Not for Luffy. Like let's say Luffy wasn't there. They would have just heard that story. They would have been open to it completely. They would have just been like, yeah, let's listen to this tale from Rayleigh. You know what I'm saying? Like if Luffy wasn't in the room.
Yeah, they all would have been down. You're right, because nobody else objected to it except the one who knows it's his tale.
And Luffy also did reject the chefs from the Battery, his logbook. So that goes all early One Piece.
Did the logbook what?
The logbook had information about the New World and the Grand Line, but he was like, I don't want anything to do with that. I just want my own experience.
Your tale, monkey.
Yeah. There's a lot of parallels to the song and to the recent events going on right now.
But I just find it funny that after all is said and done, you'll end up a skeleton, and then it gives you an order after you'll end up a skeleton. So spread your tail from dusk till dawn upon these foamy seas. It says, you will die doing this. So tell your story. And
or
what did Joy Boy do?
Maybe this is not Roger. I mean, not Roger. Maybe this is for Roger. this is just about Roger more than it is Luffy's tale. Because, I mean, that last part, especially, spread your tail from dusk to dawn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Him getting, like, before him getting executed, just talking about the One Piece is real. Or not real, but the One Piece is whatever he said.
But Luffy's not at that point in his life where he's terminally ill and is turning himself in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is why I feel like this is more to Roger's life than...
What I'm saying is we're not at this point in the verse.
Yeah, but we've already
in
lived
the prior
out
verse.
this.
No. But you have to know. Stormy winds are blowing by, waves are dancing, evening comes. It's time to sound the drums. It's time to sound the drums. Zunisha says that the drums of liberation. It was so great to hear them again. The point is, this is the point in the story we're at. We're not at the point where we're not even next to the skeleton part. That's further on. Yes, it is the story. I think it may be the story about all of those with this incarnation of the Will of D. I mean, do you think Rocks never had a stormy night of maybe some badasses coming to get God Valley? But you could see that maybe was Roger's version of that. Stormy night, God Valley. It's this, and then when they actually had the image of it, it looked like this war-torn place, maybe to not see much light. And if it does, I mean, it doesn't look too good in the light, and it just looked more like every image seems like it was at night or some kind of like the fire's raising and everything. It's just like a hellish scape. The point I'm trying to make to you is well, Rocks was probably that darkness for him, and he held on. Him and Garp. And then further down the line, many years even actually, because the God Valley incident to Sengoku happened many years prior. Many years down the line, about, maybe we call it, 10, 15? That's when we now have the events of Roger that we now know and are intimate with, the laugh tale, the etc. But what I'm saying is we're just not at that part in the story yet. We just can't be. I also think, yes, while it may be Roger's story, maybe it very well could be all of the Will of D story to go like this. And not just the Will of D, because like these YouTubers have pointed out, man, why does Odin smile dying? Well, he has the secret too. And they were already, it's an ancient friendship. Whoever made these poneglyphs had a relationship with his people.
Well, I guess that would explain it, right?
And that's why I think this song predicts One Piece. And it's not seriously predicts. It doesn't tell you. It's not a spoiler. How you write something like this, I don't know. How one man writes something like this, I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. Me, I see this as biblical level writing. Me. Because when you look at it all in encapsulation, it's all connected. If you look at the Bible in encapsulation, if you were to step back and look at it, it's supposed to be a collection of stories that actually tell a collective ideal. But the stories themselves are also connected in that the themes of characters in these stories, we see them again and again and again. From the first themes, the warring brothers, Cain and Abel, that we see throughout the entire Bible. Throughout. And it's all connected. And it's to tell you that even though these were written in different times, different points, there was an influence guiding all of this that was intentional. It was written this way because it was already set in stone this way, as they say. So how Oda comes out and then writes something, I think, on the same level where you don't expect it, but you're going through it, and it still seems profound, and you can expect it if you just looked hard enough, and even when you do expect it, it still is profound. And when I say profound, I mean One Piece moves me, man. I mean there's just certain things that characters in this show do that I just cherish. Certain actions, just Luffy just the never give up nature. But it gets, I don't know why it's so highlighted because that's an anime regular trope, but in One Piece it's because of the historical aspect of it, because of the aspect of destiny, because of the aspect of you are the most important person in the world, but also if you act like that, you may be losing out on your blessings. If you become cocky, it may fall to the next guy. It very well could fall to the next guy, because that's how this goes. The will of D, like that's how it is. You die smiling, and the next Sabo, Ace dies smiling. Sabo takes his fruit. Now he's just like Sabo, or now he's just like Ace. Says what he says upon leaving. His will is passed. Ace defeats Jesus Burgess and says, Ace wouldn't like you saying something like that, so I had to stop you. Which goes into the theory that devil fruits actually encapsulate the person who last ate them. And that actually, and that theory is...
No. I don't think so. I think he's doing that because, okay, like, I don't know if that's will or if that's just Oda just like, yeah, all these kids grow up together and they would have quirks of each other because they grew up together.
Why
like,
then do you
Luffy
think
has quirks of Ace and Sabo?
Why then
really more Ace than Sabo?
Why then do you think that there's an awakening to happen? An awakening. Awaken, as in people wake up. People wake up.
What would it tell you? Awakening devil fruit?
Why would an awakening happen to Luffy upon death? What would wake up if not another person?
Well, that would explain. I mean, that would be his particular case, right? Like, this is how, if this is an awakening, that this is how he, got that power. But I mean, he's just the special person in the anime. But as far as we know, his awakening, it doesn't necessarily change you as a person. It's just the change of the devil fruit. Katakuri didn't show anything of changing. Doflamingo, the animals that impel down, they're all awakened devil fruits.
But Chopper becomes wild.
But that is that an awakening?
Well, it's the maximum form of his devil fruit that he can only sustain for a small amount of time.
And he doesn't go wild anymore.
He doesn't because he controlled it. Controlled what?
I mean, I don't think that's an even awakening though, because it's a thing it's a drug he uses in order to like transform more, like transform into more beings instead
of the
his
human fruit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the human fruit. Instead of transforming to just three things he can do, like the reindeer human form, and then like the human reindeer form.
He transforms into a mega beast that has no control.
If he takes too much of the drug.
And pushes his fruit to its maximum extent.
With this drug.
Which is like tapping into a dream state of sorts for whatever is awakened inside. I mean, if it's a drug that is forcing this thing to come out, it's not like it's awakened truly. I would agree with that. But it is like you're tapping into something. You have this capability, but the drug pushes you there. The point I'm trying to make is Luffy's now gotten there, but it's through different circumstances, and something is now not through force, but through extreme battle circumstances, and already having been pushed this fruit to its maximum level. As Doflamingo said, he got this awakening through battle. Through tireless battle, just testing and just working and just using this fruit. That's when it awakened. So a similar thing could be awakened truly and properly, which is to say, whatever inside you wakes up, and I believe Luffy will have control over it, but it will be Luffy that wakes up. But he just got killed. So obviously something else is happening here.
Killed I don't. Defeated.
He did the thing that all the D's do when they die.
He wasn't smiling.
What?
He was smiling at the end of the panel, but when we initially see him, he is sorrow faced. Did not smile. He was in a sorrow.
But then you could say that that was still a point close to death because Luffy was in a state before he realized the guillotine was going to come down of just normalcy of just get me out of here, fighting basically. But then as soon as it got set, that guillotine, I'm dead. And he smiles. So I think it's a process of death. I think he died. I think he died. He died because his heart stops too. They have a panelist. It has Luffy's heart stops. It's silence.
No, it says his voice is not being heard. Doesn't say his heart. Doesn't.
I believe too. There was also a panel that also has there's no pump. It's just silence around Luffy's. Just
nope.
Let me look that up.
I don't think there is a panel of that, and I believe that they're talking about his voice is gone, and then Zanisha hears the sounds of liberation.
Okay, but even that, even
heart.
the voice being gone, your voice is your life force. The voice is what we've been using. Oh, Luffy's voice is getting faint. It's getting weaker. That's what Momonosuke said earlier in the fight. When Luffy was underground, it's very faint right now. It's very faint. Not out. And Oda is very careful with his words. You know that. So that tells you, hey, at a point where you're literally drowning and not able to use your powers, faint. Whatever happened up there is a difference in magnitude to the point of it's not even there. He's dead. He died. Yes, he died. Nope. That's why Oda illustrated that difference to us. I don't know what you just say no. I don't know what your difference is.
So, but him smiling means that he died, and it was that click in his head right before he hit the pearly gates. Nah, man. I just don't think it's that.
No. I think it's something. It's a product of death. He died, full stop, and something else is happening. Because it only happens when you die. Luffy died. Luffy can come back to life. Of course he can. Particularly if you have something to awaken inside.
But if he died, but he didn't die with a smile on his face.
He did die with a smile on his face. That's when he died. His death could be his rebirth. Sanji,
dude, he died. But you hear that his voice is gone after the Kanabo hits this man. That's when he's like, "Yo, the voice is gone." And then we see the panel of Luffy right before the whole doorway shit. He is just sorrow faced, well, if we're calling him dead, he's dead. The man is just done for. And then we get to the panels of Zanisha.
I say he's on the brink of death.
But I don't think that's true, because then you hear Zanisha you see the ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So his heart's starting back up, right? Wouldn't that make more sense? So he's already dead.
We have a noise here. It says shh. This is Luffy's body on the ground with nothing in it. So his voice is gone and he's effectively
dead. Right here.
No
smile.
Right here. No smile. But as his heart starts back,
but there's another panel. Look, watch, they're gonna show Luffy again. Heart hasn't started back. Nothing. He's just soft faced.
Yes. They show Luffy again. It says Rah.
He's just soft faced.
And then it says bump on next to Luffy, which is his heartbeat.
Right.
Starting again.
So he was dead.
And
at
then
that panel.
the grin.
So he was dead then, is what.
No, I'm saying he was on the brink of his heart stopped. That doesn't mean you're dead. His heart stopped.
Nigga.
His heart stopped. That does not mean your brain is dead.
So we're not saying that he was. So we're saying that he wasn't dead at all.
I'm saying we would clinically classify him as dead because his heart stopped. I was dead for a few moments.
Yes, he died. So
that's a thing that people have happened.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He died.
And then
we're both agreeing with this.
Yes, he died. Effective, but I don't think his brain was dead. Obviously, because his heart starts up And then he does a motor motion, a grin, which is this is after death.
Right, but
So fine,
Will
so fine.
D people die after
Fine.
death.
Fine,
So
fine.
this is kind of like it's the opposite, really, right? Because
Well,
like,
it's a slight difference, isn't it?
it's a very it's not even slight. It's kind of big because they die smiling. Like you usually die smiling.
But see, that's why I think his heart stopped, not his brain. He's not dead, but his heart stopped, effectively meaning his voice. Effectively meaning we can't perceive him anymore. Something is going on in his brain now, solely. And the smile is a both death and rebirth. And why is it that? Because what is happening with Zorro right now? He just died. Well, he's supposed to have just died because you're supposed to have he just ate an entire dragon blast in the face and then took a drug that says, I'm not going to let you feel that, but you're going to feel double that when you're off of this, which effectively means you're dead. You should be. And that's why he's meeting with death right now. And whatever Zorro comes out looking like after will be some version of Zorro that has met death, which is uber badass. Sanji had an emotional, mental health death. He thought he died. He thought it. He thought that he hurt a woman. Something that Sanji would never do. That's a death to Sanji. That's why he said, if I come back different, kill me. That's why he said that, because it would be a death. It's not me. He thought he was dead. Until Queen let him know, no. Yeah, no, dude, that was me. I'm invisible this whole time. So, like, no, you're good. What? He's alive. You don't have to kill me, Zorro. I'm the same guy. In fact, I may even be better because I may have my women stuff cured a little bit. Thought he was dead.
How would you think his wound stuff? Well, where would you think his wound stuff would be cured?
Well, because he was more so heroic. I mean, like, he saved that woman at the end of the Queen fight, and he wasn't like googly-eyed about it. He was more so a badass about it. He was like, and then he carried her, and then he's like, he put it down. He's like, he was just more so just calm about it. I think that's a tease of Sanji, and his eyebrows are reversed. He's way stronger for everything that's happened to him. I still think he's gonna love women and appreciate them, but I think we see Kanye.
Man.
I mean Kanye.
He's the same goofy Sanji that we've seen.
No, I predict a
know.
Sanji that's not looking for a wife.
No.
Or some major difference in his character around women. Yes.
I highly doubt it.
Just more composed.
No. I would have loved Sanji, just this goof fucking who just loves women. I think he loves that character, how he is. I don't see him getting that kind of character development.
But what do you think about?
But
the
if he
fact
does,
that,
he
what
would
do you
do
think
it for
about
Nami.
But what do you think about the fact that he thought he died? He literally ordered his death if he came back different, which would be kill me if I'm not me, which is I died in that fight. So kill whatever comes out. Not even me. Kill whatever comes. That's that. It's the same thing that we're looking at with Luffy. We thought he died. It's not. Sanji thought. Even in that point, we thought Sanji was going to have to tell Zoro, hey, put me down, because we thought Sanji was the one who hurt this woman. It's the same thing. It's just now his heart stopped, but his brain's not. And I believe at that point when he smiles, it's a simultaneous moment of death and rebirth. Yep.
I think I am tapped out on One Piece convos because we are getting into the brain psychology of the main characters.
But what do you think of what I laid out for you, though?
I mean,
does that seem to make sense?
It does make sense that Luffy's brain would register a smile pre-death or during his rebirth or whatever the case is.
Or during the moment of certainty, closeness to death. It's almost like you can see it. In the terms of the guillotine, he heard it and knew it. Oh, he literally said, oops. Game over. But it's the same thing that happens in an internal moment where you're in a coma. They say that you either see the light or you see the darkness. At that moment, he reached for the light, and at that moment, he smiled.
See, and that's where I'm like, I don't know. That's
exactly
what
I
seems so. I don't know. I just got like anytime I get so deep into One Piece conversations, I'm like, it's awesome because this show's so like it has so much to it. But then at the end of the day, it's a manga, right? Like it's
and the Bible's a book.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's an anime.
Yeah, the Bible's a book.
You know, it does follow a note. Like I don't know. It's still a fictional story, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Bible's just a bunch of fictional stories. People make entire lives out of the meaning they extrapolate from these stories. It's actually better to not even view them as stories. It's probably better to view them as like just the most intimate parts of millions of hearts put onto media for us all to enjoy. That's why so many people love it and can talk about it for so many hours, like you say. You know, I just don't want you to reduce what One Piece is. It's not just a manga. Can't be.
No, it is. And I'm sorry. It's like that's just your fandom really rocking crazy. Like, but at the end of the day, it's just a.
Well, I don't know why no other story has gripped me like One Piece has. Nope. Not even Attack on Titan. Great twist, but the meaning that you can take from One Piece, man. See that's next level. That's next level. Anyway. Yeah, talked out as well. Do you have anything else left to say, sir?
I just want to give out one last blast saying the Lakers suck, the Trailblazers suck, and both teams may not see the playoffs, and it's a sad day for myself as a Portland Trailblazer / Laker hater / lover. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. I want to see both of these teams in the playoffs and in great spots, going high, going far in the playoffs too, not just in the first round. But unfortunately, this year is not the year. And we're gonna shoot for the stars next year, Portland Trailblazers.
Sorry, nigga.
We gonna shoot. we gonna shoot for the stars, and you'll never walk alone. Shout out to my Liverpool team. You know they're killing it. They're doing their thing.
Are you saying the Trailblazers will never walk alone? Because I think they're walking alone into that L of not taking the going off playoffs.
Next year, the Trailblazers are gonna be champions. You know.
Okay.
I'll call it every year until it happens. And
I think that is just your fandom because now you're literally just making. See, you just literally said something about reality that is likely to not be true.
Yeah, but
that's like different from extrapolating meaning from things that just seem to make so much sense. It's like way different.
Yeah, I'm just being.
That is more so like uber fandom and maybe a little bit of delusion.
No, I'm just being a delusional Trailblazer fan, but not really.
Okay.
Fuck that. We gonna be champions one day.
Okay.
In my lifetime, I'm gonna see.
My lifetime, one day I'm
gonna see Damian Lillard hoist that trophy up, man. It's gonna be beautiful.
How old is Dame Lillard, man?
My man is about 31.
Oh wow, okay, dude. Why doesn't he just switch teams?
Portland Trailblazers for life, homie.
He's not even like old, bro. Like
Trailblazer for life, homie.
Okay. You're actually getting into your prime years at about 31 to 33.
Trailblazers for life.
It's pretty bad that you just sticking on the L team, though.
Trailblazers for life, man. He's been there for 9 years.
Trailblazers 4 4 losses.
Unless they trade him, which could also happen because that is the nature of the business of professional sports. So you never know. But if it's up to him and the owner's like, if he, you know, saying still plays at a high level, then yeah, man, he's a Trailblazer for life. Point blank, period. Best Trailblazer to ever walk into that organization, the office. Stop playing with me. I don't give a damn about no Clyde Drexler. Nigga. Shout out to Clyde, though. Because actually, it's funny. He was a Portland legend. Clyde Drexler was. And he went to the finals twice. Lost twice against Jordan. And then he went to Houston and won two chips. So he was telling Dame, "Yo, man, you should leave, man. What the fuck you doing, man? If you can't win in this organization, nigga, you gotta leave, get your own check, man. Fuck. You got to do what I did, man. I mean, you gave your best run. You went to the West Conference Finals. That's cool, but at the end of the
said
day,
that?
he said something of this effect, something similar. Yeah. But fuck that. Dame is a homebody, man. He you know what I'm saying? He a Trailblazer for life. He bleed black and red. There you go. Trailblazers. Yeah. Next year championship. Yeah.
Well, you heard it from your host, bro host with the ball host, and Dubby, the Uber fan. I'm signing off. It's Jars Rowgh, a.k.a. Rambling Rowgh, and this has been the Rambling Rowgh Show. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah.
We gone.